those are the best flavor of gummy bear, and I don't care that this will not make enough sense to people as they start watching.
Right.
He's talking about butthole flavor.
Oh. Well, I don't know what to do with that because I just thought it was the one flavor. That was butt.
Oh no, it depends on the butt.
It's not, I'm sorry, excuse me, it's not the butthole, it's just the butt proper.
Just the whole region.
What a way to start a show.
Yeah. Hi, welcome everybody.
Bye.
I'm doing it, Dom. Hold on. Hi, welcome to Butt Talk. I'm your host, Scruple Nooples. Yeah, it's Talkback Day. So we're here, the Pirates of Salt Bay, here for all of you to do one last round of questions, comments, and shenanigans about our favorite seafaring family, found family, the Salt Bays. Let's do one last round of introductions. Let everyone know who you are. I'm Abria Eingar. I was the DM of the game.
She's still the DM of our hearts.
Yeah, don't talk in past tense. I'm not ready for that.
Did we die?
You were dead the whole time. I thought I explained that in my J.J. Abrams-esque email.
You did us a Shyamalan.
I did a Shyamalan.
Hello, everybody. My name is Eric, and I used to play Dirty Hank, the
Stop
dwarf
saying
monk.
used to. Oh my god.
Good job, Eric. Vanna, you go now.
Okay, my name's Vanna, and I play Address Baumyar. Okay, she's alive.
But when are you gonna play her again?
I play her every night in my memories and my dreams, and every time I look into y'all's eyes, I play her.
This is deeply upsetting to me.
Good, you go next.
Hi, I'm Nega Oryx, and I play Trislin Orana. She's the Void Tiefling Rogue, and she still exists, even if the show is wrapping up, okay? She still exists out there in the ether somewhere. And
Why'd she say wrapping up? It's wrapped.
Stop it! Stop it right now!
Y'all are dickheads.
I know, we're the worst. I'm just trying to move on with my life. You know, everything's literally changed. I literally...
You can never leave, Terry.
Stop it right now. I'm talking
I know,
about this in
it's true
therapy
though.
on
You can never
Monday.
leave. Vanna, you literally moved to another state and you're like still here. It's like, I love it. I just moved like 3.5 miles from where I lived before this last week. So I literally moved. And I feel like the world is all different. I'm in a different room. It's a different show. It's Hi, I'm Terry Gamble. I played E.O. Dramertz. I play E.O. Dramertz. I get it. I want to stay with him too. I get it. Oh my God.
Well, the difference is you all still play yours. Dom has told me that if we do this again, someone else has to play Dirty Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Literally
Actually
never.
put it
Stop it
in
right now.
my contract.
My rider.
Yeah.
My writer. Green
Cannot stand
M&Ms and...
She will not play another game with me.
I'm still a stout halfling with a heart of gold, and I love to fight, but I also love to make toast.
Oh, y'all grown so much. Dom, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Dom Zook, and or Tom Sick, or whatever the captions want to do for me. Usually
Does it correct a Tom Nook ever?
No, usually it's dumb suck. So, well, here it went dumb.
Fucking got 'em.
It went dumb Zook, so it got half of it right.
Hurtful.
Listen, you dumb suck.
Brilliant.
You're such a dumb suck.
That seems like such a British insult in my mind.
You dumb suck. So yeah, that's me. I produce Saving Throw. Saving Throw is my channel, so welcome on
Did you
in,
say
everybody.
past tense?
No, I produce
Okay,
Saving
great.
Throw. Yeah.
Great.
Channel is still here, you guys. There's
Yeah,
still
the channel
shows and there's
hasn't
still
gone.
things happening.
As
like-
much
There's no more
as-
Addy on it.
As much as Pirates means to me, we haven't closed down the channel just because Pirates of Salt Bay has finished its season.
Which is kind
But
of
I feel like
honestly
you should.
bullshit. It's clearly you
Yeah.
don't like the show that much.
Yeah. I was like, can we have 8 more seasons? I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got questions for you all. If you have anything else you want to talk about. One thing I will say really quick is it's going to be a little hard to see, but I got. Well, yeah, you really can't see it in mine, but I
Do the back hand.
I know, but you can't. I
Makeup.
can't focus it really well. But yeah, this is my character Buzz Callahan from Wildcards that I got made up in Hero Forge, and he's got a little guitar.
He's all painted and
And he's got his
everything.
this is through their color thing, which is available now. So go check out Hero Forge.
I love it.
They're awesome.
yeah.
We love them. So yeah, go check them out. Okay, are you all ready for questions? Because we have some.
I have one question before we get started.
Got it.
Is
I have
it
a
still a
question before the
margarita if
question.
you didn't have any tequila, so you used vodka?
Oh my god, that's what I have in my refrigerator. I have margarita. I should go get it.
Go get it.
I'll be right back.
Okay, everyone, 2-second break.
No,
Go.
no.
Rita,
Answer questions.
Honey, the answer is no. No.
I think that's just vodka
No.
lemonade.
No.
That's just vodka with margarita mix, I'm pretty sure.
It's a vodka-rita.
That's just
There you go.
college. You're just doing a college right there.
Can I call it like a Cuban Missile Crisis? I want something that implies Russian is at the heart of it, but still has like a Latin flavor.
Ooh, I like DJ Regulars. There's a Russian expat.
Ooh, I like that.
Like that.
Oh my
I like
god.
that a lot. Thank you.
Y'all don't encourage her.
Please do. This is my expat, and when it's gone, so's a Bria.
Seems likely. That's a big bottle.
I will say,
It's a really big bottle.
when we're done with questions, we will announce the first Salt Bay interlude that we are doing.
Ooh. Wait, are we doing more stuff after this? We're staying
Maybe.
together like a family?
Maybe.
Well, you all are. Obviously,
Yeah,
you've
Eric-
stated repeatedly you can't stand me.
Eric's
well-
out.
I mean,
Are
as
you
long
kidding
as
me? Eric, you're amazing. Why would you say that? We love you.
Have you met Eric?
I know. Eric is like king of like, I'm not supposed to be here, but you're
Yeah.
amazing, Eric, and we love you.
Eric, I love you
I
so
will
fucking
leave
much.
this Zoom call right now if you don't.
No, you won't.
You won't.
You absolutely will not.
I will fly across this country and punch you in the face.
I will punch the beautiful purple out of your hair.
Ooh, yes.
Also, it's looking
I
very
love it.
shiny
So
today. I like it.
No, thank you. I washed it.
Nice.
What a concept.
I washed mine this week too.
I washed mine today. Oh my
I washed
God.
mine like 2 days ago, and my hair, I think, is still wet.
I'm watching mine
That's
right
what
now.
happens.
Dom, get out of the shower, you perv.
You're the perv watching me?
Doing a
God.
show. Oh no,
Yeah.
we're the nasty boys.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Sojander asks, what is Rose's surname?
That's not a question for me.
This is like trivia,
You're
basically.
gonna make me have to.
Great.
I
Bring
can
up the
take
Google
this.
Doc.
Probably at this point,
Can you?
she's like married now, right? Like, is she married now? 'Cause I
No,
feel like
my God, she's so focused on her career. She's going to be the next Blackstaff.
okay, so she's probably hyphened, I would say, right?
I don't know. I think Addie would have strong armed that last name.
Honestly,
respect that.
I would probably, and I
Not
probably would have been
only-
like, probably been like, yes, correct.
Not only
Like,
does
you're a great
Rose-
captain.
but you have the last name Baumyar.
Yeah. I can see EO's changing his name.
Yeah.
Yosh Balmiar.
Yosh Balmiar, you guys, canon.
There we go.
I'm going to
Great.
change her name in D&D Beyond because I hyphenated.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Addie would have been like, no, Baumyar is a strong family name.
And I would have been like, you're right. It's a great captain's name. She'll
Oh
go
my
on
God.
and rule the world.
I like that. Nightshade 88. Did Hank or Rose ever bring up that conversation they had when Rose first cast Prestidigitation?
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, that was when like he
That's
like
what I think Rose looks like, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm gonna
anyway.
cry again.
Our child is gorgeous. Of course she's gorgeous.
Abria,
Of course.
send that to the wiki, but you could send it to me and I can Photoshop some like cleric's robes and stuff on.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god, my beautiful baby.
Grown up so beautifully.
Can you
So
imagine?
fast. So
Can you imagine
fast.
our child, Terry?
I already have, and that
Addie,
like
Vanna, I
stunning.
See, Addie's still playing. You even call me Addie. Oh my god. Okay.
What was the
Love it.
question?
Did Hank or Rose ever bring up the conversation they had when Rose first cast prestidigitation?
Yeah, I don't know if Hank would have brought it up. I think if Rose would have asked him about it at some point, he would have been willing to talk about it, but he probably wouldn't have been like, yo, let me tell you about this. Because I think I don't know if they ever actually revealed it, but like, because Hank saw that she had a piece of Hadal within her, and that's where her power came from.
Yep.
But he lied to Addie about it. So
Yep.
I don't know that he definitely would have never have told Addie. He would have taken that to his grave. But yeah, I don't know. I assume him and Rose probably talk. I mean, they talk about all kinds of things, I'm sure.
Sweet.
That's such a wholesome mental image. I just love with the time skip that Rose gets to be an adult and those dynamics exist with her being older and us all
Right.
like
And
actually
our
getting to talk
memories.
to her. Yeah, it's so nice.
Shut up, Abria.
I'm not gonna.
It's your fault that we're like this.
Daughter.
Your fault.
Don't blame me.
Nadia asks, why is Dom the best?
Honestly,
Gosh.
the
How
list
do we-
is so long. I can't even get into this right now.
So good.
One,
That's a good answer.
Just-
Oh. I was hoping
Yeah.
that would be it. Yeah, just
No.
can't get into it.
no,
much.
you're just a kind, honest, like wonderful human, and like the fact that you have vision and like just cheer us on along the way to like come and create and just create. Do you know what I mean? Though, like you push us to be like, and you also don't restrict us. Do you know what I mean? Though, like you like are like there to just like watch and see what happens and push us along the way. And I just adore you, and I'm really happy I've gotten to make so many fun shows. My mom was like, "What do you do again today?" I was like trying to explain it tonight. I'm like, I've gotten to do so many fun things. I've been in Star Wars. I played Harry Potter. I've done all these things. She's like, with this one channel? I was like, yes, and it's so cool. And she might finally understand what Twitch is a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I think you're amazing because like as a like I wasn't a fledgling DM, but I definitely was not an experienced like stream DM, and I feel like you did a really I super appreciated your job of like both teaching me how to be a functional DM with all of the like extra constraints and things that are asked of like stream game runners, while also like I'm a mess is the answer. Is I'm a mess, and you are super nice and carried me through the stuff that I didn't understand, and like we're super understanding when I was like, I don't know how tiers work. Do these work? And you were like, not at all. Let's work on these together. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you meant tears.
Yeah. How do
No.
tiers work?
Tears work?
How
Fun,
did tiers work?
fun
Honestly,
dumb
all of
fact.
the above on this show. All of the
Fun dumb fact. My tears did not work when I was born. So
Really?
yeah.
Did
What
they
did they
get
have to do?
stuck in your ducts? Did they have to do a little surgery?
Yeah. They had to do.
thing?
They had to pook.
They like pop a little hole, just
Yeah.
like let the
Uh-huh.
feelings out.
Yeah.
That's cool as
Sorry.
shit.
But I was a baby, so you know what's
It's super common.
What's
It's
poking a
actually
baby
super
in the
common.
eye? Yeah.
I think babies like there's no bones. They're just sort of like
Okay, no, I can't. Let's not. That's freaking me out. Body stuff really freaks me out.
Squishy
I-
babies, so no Cronenberg movies for you? Okay,
no,
cool.
God, no. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, it really-
But thank you, Abria. And you know, I'll say you're a fantastic DM. Obviously, there's really not a whole lot that one needs to do when you're already great. So it's merely adapting to the constraints of the channel, which I would love us to not have to have any constraints on the channel. But alas, what can we do?
I will say
thank you.
Dom is very good at being a producer that understands what art we're making and how much like he doesn't ever get involved in the actual like show, except for like he picks people to do a show and he lets them do the best show that they can, and he does what he can to keep the channel as a whole afloat, and he will help us to figure out how we can help keep the channel afloat. But he doesn't say, you know what, I don't think this is the story we should be telling, or whatever. Like he picks the people he thinks can tell interesting stories, and he lets them tell the stories that they can tell.
Yeah. Also, you're also very funny on wild cards.
Art.
It's all the guitar. It's the ukulele.
Ukulele is everything, man. And it makes me. I just want to squeeze your face too. I'm already drunk from this margarita. I want to squeeze your face. I was like, I love everybody. I want to squeeze your face.
That's not how alcohol works, Terry. You just actually love Dom.
I do, and I always want to squeeze his face. Oh, it's true.
I don't know. Every time I
takes
take one
time.
sip of beer, I'm wasted.
That's
Then I try
psychological.
to give you more.
I've told you this before. It takes like at least like 10, 15 minutes for alcohol to enter your bloodstream.
You don't know that, and
I
that's not true if you
do.
put it in your butt first.
Okay.
Or in your eye.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I was-
Any sort of mucous membrane, TBH.
I was going to tell chat, don't tell Jaquita that it's over. Don't say that. Yeah. But it's too late. Cat's out of the bag. Yep.
It's over.
Oh, don't wait. Are we still saying nice things about Dom?
If
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do want. I mean, I think I talked about this last week and like 100 times before because I can't get over it, and I never will. So sorry, you have to hear it again. But Dom is just such a good person and like has given so many people chances that I don't think a lot of other like groups or organizations or tables would. And that's me included because I was literally in LA without a place to live when he let me on the show. Like I was just like brand new to the city, didn't know what was fucking going on. I didn't know anybody. I had no sort of like track record with live plays and actual plays and things like that. And, you know, gave me a chance to guest on a show. And that ended up changing my entire fucking life. Like the past 4 years would not have happened the way they did. And I wouldn't have met the people I met that I love so much with my entire heart that make up my whole life now if it wasn't for Dom giving me that chance and also giving so many of these other amazing people I love that same chance and bringing us all together. So not only Dom are you a great producer, but you're a great human and you can tell how wonderful you are because of the people that gravitate towards you and the people that that you seek out. It's just that magnetic nature of good to good and I just love you so much and I've always appreciated that about you and I and you inspire me to be better about those things every day. So thank you so much for the past 4 fucking years. Are you kidding me?
4 years.
Oh my god.
You're
So cool.
Oh my god.
It's good that I grew up in a time where it was bad for men to cry because it's killed all of my emotional but yeah, thank you. By the way, guys, have emotions. It's pretty cool.
I will not. You cannot bully me.
Yeah, I refuse.
That's all I can do.
You know, I was
I
going
think if I
back.
saw Eric cry, I would literally just begin to wail. Is all I'm
Oh,
gonna say.
definitely.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Don't! Oh no!
I
Oh
would
no!
I would get angry. I would be like, who hurt this boy?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
go beat him up.
Oh my god.
Be a full.
I
Sorry,
was
go ahead,
I was
go,
going
John.
back and looking at some old because I switched. I built a new computer. We're on a new computer right now.
Nice.
And yeah, and I was going through transferring things and stuff like that, and I found some really old footage, and I found some old things from like Lost Brigade and stuff that was very early Vanna on the channel that you can see on YouTube. But yeah, just seeing those things and seeing you know, all of you who have come in here at one time or another, and I remember Abria emailed me and was like, hey, I would really like to be on a streamed RPG. And I was all like, I have no idea who you are.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. I had no idea. I never heard
started
the story.
early. I shot
Please
my
tell me
shot.
more. Please tell
Yeah.
me more. I want to hear this
love
whole story.
it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
Keep
my god.
talking.
And I remember reaching out and going, that's awesome. That's super great. I'd love to have you. But we kind of go through a process with new people that, you know, to get them acclimated to what we do and everything like that. Didn't hear anything back. And I was all like, well, I guess
That's
she
pretty
wasn't.
peekabria.
Yeah.
I don't return emails.
Yeah. So I was like, I guess she's not interested. Then I went to, what was it? Was it WonderCon? It was.
I think it was either WonderCon or LA Comic Con. One of those.
It was WonderCon.
Little bitty cons.
Because
Yeah,
it was WonderCon because it was in Anaheim. And I walk by and there's the Dice Envy booth and there's a Bria and I'm all like, a Bria? And she was all like, hi. I'm like, I'm Dom from Saving Throw. You messaged. She's like, ah! And we got it. We hugged and we talked. And I was all like, well, we're gonna have you on the channel.
Hugs.
And we figured it out. And we
I've
did
never
it.
heard this story. Oh my god.
For what it's
It's
worth,
killing me.
you dodged a bullet. I had a lot of reps to get in.
That's so weird because it was like literally like a couple of weeks after you were on Hyper, and we were like, Bria's great, isn't she? And then suddenly you were on Saving Throw. I was like, wow, I guess she's everywhere now. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always like a
I
zero
think-
to like a.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you
No.
DM'd
Yeah.
a one shot I was in or something?
Urban Shadows was the
Yeah.
Urban
Ah.
Shadows was the very first one, and
Yeah.
then we did a masks game
Mhm.
with literally
Right,
everyone
yeah,
here but
yeah.
Terry.
That's because
Wow.
I was on the Happy Jacks D&D with you right before, so it was like we had already had a little like marshy salty happening already. So
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my
The
God.
Waterdeep callback, by the way, at the end of this game
was
a shout out-
amazing.
was a shout out to my first streamed DM game ever, which Terry was in. I ran Dragon Heist over on Happy Jacks.
Yeah.
So I decided like to end the campaign.
I felt
where
that made me
started
cry.
as a DM. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah,
Oh my
which,
God.
If y'all are not following or listening to Happy Jacks, like they are unsung heroes, I think, in a lot of things. Their podcast was pretty big, but and they've been doing streaming for almost as long as we have, and they have some great people on their stuff. So shout out to Happy Jacks because they're awesome. But anyway. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? That story is like so peak Dom and so peak Abria.
It's literally both of you, like in a nutshell. It's
Yeah.
perfect. It's
Beautiful.
perfect.
Fair one.
Because
Shot
it's
the shot and then forgot is my entire brain.
But you know what I mean? Like there's so many people that would have like taken that personally or something, you know, and then they would have seen you at your booth and been like, there's that woman that snuffed me, you know, and shame on her, you know, but Dom was like, no, that's Abria. Hey, remember you emailed me? I emailed you back. Do you
I
wanna
still
die?
do that. I still do
You
that
know
with
what I mean?
Abria.
I know, but you know what I mean? Like not knowing somebody and doing
Yeah.
that, I just think that speaks to your character that it's like you assume the best in people, you want
Yeah.
the best from people, you see the potential in people, and you just have like an amazing sense of like a judge of character and the good in a person.
Not to poo-poo your point, but I begged him for a year and a half to put me on a show.
Yeah,
Well,
but
but he's a good judge of character is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's
She's like still not.
you just
wrong.
proved the
Yeah.
point more than anything. But which reminds me, Abria, respond to my text, please.
Oh Jesus.
oh my god.
Oh my God, there is a text.
It's okay. I only sent it 2
Talk
days
amongst
ago.
yourselves.
I only sent
But
it 2
also
days ago.
peak Abria. Also peak Abria to not respond, but then be really receptive when approached, and then just come in and absolutely fucking smash it up.
Oh.
Yeah, no, like
Just
people,
love it. Absolutely obsessed.
you know, just yeah. Speaking of that, just I never worry about it. There are sometimes there are some people that I've worked with before and stuff like that where I don't hear anything, and then they fly in and I'm like, this is why everything is awful and you've given me a heart attack because I haven't heard from you for weeks and now you're on the air and I can't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. Whereas with Abria and everyone here, honestly, like I have trust implicitly that when you come in, even if you're like, I'm coming in hot, I'm going to be there, right at 8 or something like that, and I haven't heard from you in a week, I know that you're going to come with your A game and you're going to have everything ready to go. And that's
The only game she has. It's
yeah,
wild.
yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
I'm just laughing because I didn't realize I had actively done it to you in the last week.
In the
Oh my
last
God.
hour.
Anyone
Anyway, good
else,
answer.
while we're here,
Okay.
we have an open forum, do I owe any of you emails? Or
Yeah, I mean, I
responses to things?
texted the group a couple of days ago, and I think
you?
only
Oh,
Negs.
Jesus
Yeah, only
Christ.
Negs got back to me.
You
And then
just you just asked at the beginning before we started the
Yeah, I
stream,
know.
and I
That's
said
why I
yes.
was asking, because Dom asked
Oh.
me yesterday. He was like, "Yo, did you ever reach out to everyone?" I was like, "I did. I'll bug him."
I was
Tuesday."
literally had the worst move I've ever had in my life. We started moving at 6 a.m. on Thursday
Oh, wow.
until 12 o'clock on Thursday night.
Oh my God.
Not one, but two trucks broke down during the move. It was like, it's been like, we were
Holy
supposed to have
shit.
internet on Saturday. We just got it today. So it's
Wow.
almost not even going to be able to stream tonight. I was going to have to go to my friend's house to try to get into their stuff because I was going to make sure I was here. But it has been
Oh my God.
wild. So I
Wow.
am sorry I did not answer that message. That is
No, you're-
why it has been.
Apology not
And
accepted.
I also work full time.
Yeah.
So I still worked my like 6 to 6 yesterday. And I just got off work like a couple hours ago tonight and put together a video that was late because I didn't have internet this weekend for another project. So I get it. I was not sure what a November was when you asked me about it.
That's a
yeah,
much
it's
better
in
reason. I just
November.
don't check my phone.
when
No,
I
I
asked,
definitely check
Losing out
my
and
phone.
losing my phone for like
I definitely
8
check
hours
my
at a time.
phone. And I have a
Um,
couple other shows, not as many as Abria, but a couple other shows too.
No, y'all are like some of the busiest people in streaming, which is always amazing when you come and do this little show. I love it.
This isn't little. This fucking show and this channel is my heart.
I was gonna say it's our
And
heart and
Abria's
soul.
heart is really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Mar fans.
Oh no!
Wait, don't. I don't. I
that's
don't.
why she can't do sports anymore.
Oh my
Oh
god!
no.
Don't joke.
Killing me. You guys are killing me. Stop it. Stop it. I'm tall.
joke.
They already checked me for that. I'm fine. You're good.
Anything, if your heart
are
did
really
something
tall.
bad to you, I would punch
No.
your heart.
Yeah.
You know I don't have one. It's fine.
Shut the fuck up.
Your
Fly
heart's
him a DM.
motherfucking huge.
You show me so much kindness and love
don't.
in the
It's all
short
fake.
time that I've known you that every time I
If
look
you
at your
compliment
face,
me
I
again-
want to cry.
I'm gonna kick you off the game.
You know what? Worth
a
it.
thing?
If you
Can I
know
do
how
that, Dom?
amazing you are at the end of my monologue, then kick me off the fucking game. Worth it. Don't make that face.
Bluff calls.
Do we have
Yeah.
other questions?
We do. I just want to say, thank you for all of that. That was wonderful. I was not expecting that. And second of all, I will say there is some business that I need to take care of ahead of time. Check out the unlocks.
yeah.
We just
yeah.
have a couple because there's not a whole lot to unlock here. But if we hit 25 brand new subs tonight, I forgot where we started tonight, but if we get 25 new subs, not resubs, but new subs, Terry will make up a song on the
Gamble?
spot. Terry Gamble will make up a song on the spot all about Salt Bay. So yeah, Tears for Tears. And if we hit the lofty goal of $1,500, we will do a one-shot musical.
What?
In a heartbeat. Neg's favorite. She's so excited. Look
Look
at her.
at the look on
She's like, I'm gonna
Nagaworks'
sing
face.
with my eyebrows.
Well,
Gonna
thank you for
sing
those
with my
gifted subs.
eyebrows.
That brought
Sweetie.
that brought us closer. That brought us four subs, 4 new subs, which is great. So that's
It's
21.
5
subs
new
to go.
subs.
It's new subs, not that some of them. The thing with the gifted subs is it doesn't always give it
it's a
to a
sneaky
new
one.
person. Yeah.
right.
But yeah, thank you all so much. Ooh, look at that. Thanks
Who
so
was a
much for
hype
the
train?
gifts.
Let's go.
Hype train? I made the hype trains easier. I didn't know you could do that.
How do you do that?
Yeah, I always had a really hard hype train, and I was all like, man, we never get past like 1 or 2, and I was like,
Oh,
'cause
my
I
god.
made it
Negs, I
really
didn't
hard."
realize your train emotes were Halloweenified. That's amazing.
You,
Oh, yeah,
I need
the
a good.
ghost
I need to
train.
watch it. Okay, clearly I need
That
to
should
hop
be
on
the
one of your
normal
streams right now to
train.
see a
That's
Halloween
amazing.
train.
Oh,
Now I'm
We
jealous
did
I'm not
it!
seeing a Halloween train.
Hundo P.
okay.
Love it. Thank you, chat.
Thank
I'm
you
so
very
happy.
much, chat. Okay.
I'm just lost in
and
chat right
also for $15 or if you have the gold, 500 gold, you can send a toast to this crew, and we will drink to whatever you want us to toast to.
And Terry and I will drink too much.
Keep it civil, keep it sane, keep it safe, and but we will toast to it. So there you go. And all proceeds go to help keep the channel open, help us pay cast and crew, and literally keep the lights on. So there you go. Okay, that's my talk. All right, back to the questions. Go ahead.
Look how good he is at his job.
Nailing it.
Can't even be deterred by emotions.
Aw, shucks.
Stop it.
Oh, look. You're doing it. Duncan all.
Thank you.
I'll go. Choo-choo.
Sojander asks, who is the top tot of Trislan's new tots?
Wait, how did that happen? Hold on.
Did someone make train noises? I was like, is that
Was
in
it
my
Eric
brain? I
or
thought
Meg?
I was broken for a second.
Hi,
I
friends.
was like, well, guys, it's been nice knowing you. I hear train sounds. I was like,
No. In answer to the
new
question,
Yes.
You know what? We talked about this earlier. Trislan has evolved, and in this new structure of tots, there is no top tot because we don't play favorites. You know, all tots are loved equally, and we wouldn't want to put any of the other tots down by making them feel less than. So there is no top tot. Unless you get a couple drinks in Trislan, and then there's a different story that she'll tell you. But sober Trislan will say there's no such thing as a top tot anymore.
Nice. Follow
level
up.
that playing field.
Have you
yes.
leveled up, like emotional level up? Have you started feeding your tots? That was a problem with the first
That was
batch.
not a problem that I created.
Wasn't given.
Doesn't matter.
The one time I was not there, that was chosen for me when I was absent from an episode.
I don't think that. I feel like Trislan, even if
no,
Negs isn't there,
no.
Trislan is always there.
Trislan
Right,
enjoys
current
good
tense.
Food. Trislan
Yeah.
enjoys good food and knows the value of good food,
And does not give it to her tots.
and would have given it to her tots if this Trislan had been present. So yes, they eat well.
Chaotic evil Trislan
Yeah, I don't believe
would have been
that.
like, here's a 5-course meal.
They
You
need
orphaned
energy
children.
to carry out their chaotic evil plans. You can't do that on an empty stomach.
It's not
You need a
empty. It's
nutritionally
full
balanced
of chewing
diet.
tobacco.
Yeah, it's full of chaw.
No, no. The tots eat well. Thank you. See, Sojander in chat knows what I'm saying. Starving tots are unproductive tots.
Right.
Yeah, they need food.
They need their
One
fuel.
roll, one bread roll, and
You get one. You get one cinnamon toast.
2
cinnamon
gulps
raisin
of
toast.
milk.
No,
Hunger is a great motivator.
stop it.
God.
I am the only one saying that they are well fed. Everyone's against me.
Yeah.
They
Everyone's
are
against me
now.
on this
We
one.
agree. We agree they are now.
They're very
We
well
agree.
fed. Thank you for checking.
Insert food, receive chaos. I do like that. Food is for closer.
Sparkle
I don't
says,
know
I'm
why that
staying
was
out of
great,
this.
but- Oh, so good.
Nicotine raises heart rates. They're like little fucking tobacco hummingbirds doing your bidding.
Why is that top blurry?
Oh my god, gotta go fast.
Tots are Sonic confirmed.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Ask a new question or we'll keep doing this.
Great. No, I love it. I love it. I have asked the mods to help me track the subs right now. It looks like we have at least 15 new subs that we have gotten since I was
Whoa.
checking in. So that's awesome. We are 10 away from Terry singing a song all about the Salt Bays. Okay.
Me.
See Me David 95 asks, what is one moment from the campaign that was the most impactful for you? And we'll start with Eric.
Oh, why we gotta start with me?
Be
Oh,
profound, Eric.
Yep, be
Okay.
okay.
Profound.
Make us cry.
Make us cry. Make us cry.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, RJ Canuck.
Oh
My-
goodness.
Okay, the most profound, I will say, because I think it encapsulates everything that I loved about the show, was the moment where we rolled like on a table like the pirates' fortunes, and we got and Addie's shadow makes rude gestures, like so like it flips off like when she's not doing it, and then that became this whole thing of like her shadow is possessed by Hadal, and then it became this whole thing like the baby is reacting to the shadow, and it's like now the baby has powers, and then it became this incredibly deep emotional moment of character development that led on a massive arc of Rose becoming maybe someday the next Blackstaff, who knows, like all because I rolled on a stupid wild magic table and got your shadow flips you off.
Yeah, that's super true. Aw.
Yeah, we had a lot of good moments from the wild magic, I think.
It's just stuff like that we can take the most mundane or silly things and turn them into deep story elements.
Very true. If we hit 50 new subs for in this show for the month, I will actually tell you all who Rose is a cleric of. She's a cleric of something, and it's a thing, and no one ever asked in game.
So we're 15 subs away from unlocking that.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
Let's go.
Great.
Oh my God. Yeah. So Jander said, yeah, like Addie, what's in your pocket? And Addie said condoms led to Rose. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Abria
I'm
asking
powerful is
next.
why.
What?
Because I'm powerful.
Next,
Note passed.
yeah, writing on a note, no one has ever been more pregnant.
That was the moment where I knew that this group was going to be the best group ever.
Oh my God. No one has ever been more pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Boom, you're pregnant.
I still remember how loudly Vanna laughed when I showed her that note after that show wrapped, when we were all just kind of shooting the shit
Oh
afterwards.
my god.
Oh my goodness.
I really love that you mentioned that though, Eric, because I think a lot of my favorite moments from the show have been coming out of the exact same place of things that were originally played for laughs or were silly or chaotic elements that were introduced, then like very naturally and organically turned into things that were actually emotional and character growth moments. And I always think about the such a great example of that, I think, is I feel like Dirty Hank not being able to read was initially like a jokey kind of choice and was something that was very much played for laughs and was a punchline a lot of the time. And I loved the moment where, Tristan told him that she'd been writing him all of these letters and he asked her to read them to him. Because I feel like that could have been played in a butt of the joke kind of tone, and to be able to shift it to something that was a really nice moment for those characters, I think kind of encapsulates what's always been so nice about this show, which is balancing like the levity of comedic relief with the honest place that it comes from for who these characters are. And always, I don't know, I've always felt like this whole cast has a really good sense of what that balance looks like without having to talk about it explicitly and like above game be like, you guys, let's be serious here. Like, I think we all just read each other's vibes really well and have the more we work together, the better we get at picking up on what direction someone is steering a scene, which I think is really nice. But my favorite forever is always the Hot Springs episode, which is another example of that going really well. I think we just did that as a bit of a, like, we don't really know what we're doing tonight, screw it, we're seeing where it goes kind of thing. And it just went to such like revealing places, and it ended up being so deep and unexpected, and was really, for me at least, like a turning point for my character. And so I really loved it. That's one of my favorite things forever that we did.
Terry.
Yes. Hi. Okay. I was like, everything? This show is so good.
I just answer the question while you're still thinking of the song.
Oh, I'm thinking of song lyrics too, most definitely, because I'm definitely gonna have to sing about the show, it seems like. That's cool too. No, I just keep thinking about just I don't know. I feel like there was that moment when like Hank and I were like not friends for a second. Do you know what I mean though? Where like it got
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Because I was always like, oh, it'll be like nice guys, blah, blah, blah. But it was like, no, when he was like, you're fucking like this plan, like the end of the world is like nigh. And it's partly your fault. Like you need to like get it together, my friend, or else like, and I'm not even your friend right now. Like really, we just get it together, or else it's the end. And I think those moments of just like getting the gravity of what they were like their mission and what they were about, like juxtaposed to, you know, all of our like margaritas and like silliness and whatever else, I think is what makes Salt Bay so fun. It's just been really cool to go from that pendulum swing of like, don't end the world, my friend.
And I think a lot of that comes
No?
from like the trust we have with each other, because like
Yeah.
I've been in other casts where it's like characters fight and you're like, why? It seems like we're just fighting to fight. Like I don't get why our characters would like, why are our characters even hanging out now if we don't like each other? One of us should just leave then. But it's like I trust, like whenever like any of our characters are in a fight, I trust that like okay, we're coming from a place of storytelling, if like there's a real reason why we would make this choice right now.
Yeah, it makes sense though. It made full sense. So it was just really cool to like be able to go there with you and yeah, and get deep for sure.
I
Vanna.
think. Oh yeah, go ahead, Vanna.
What were you gonna say, Booyah?
I was gonna say Gail's Ales was like the standout for me, and like the little bit of this is, I think I said it out loud. I can't remember if I said it like during the game.
You told me to
or...
stop.
I didn't tell you to stop. I started laughing at you.
You said, Vanna, stop.
Okay, it was only because there were plot elements that were tied to Gale that you were like, here's everything about Peter Gale, and here's how I see him. I was like, oh no, my carefully constructed plot. But I actually like the thought that you like, the thoughtfulness with which you explained so much of Addie's arc and how she had changed. And like, change arcs are super precious to me. I love them a ton. I think about them a lot. And having this sort of like codified, not like a speech, but like a soliloquy about you sort of like putting it out there and making it very clear that Addie had reached this place of peace with herself and with her past and with her present and with her future. And it was so beautiful. And as much as I like was like, no, I have to get you to this dumb party a different way, who cares? Because like that was such a real and lived in moment for me, and made all of the like the fast forwarding into Waterdeep feel real and important and like really good that we did it. So I really liked it. That was my favorite.
Ooh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes.
My oh God, I think I probably talked about this at the last Talkback, I imagine, as my favorite part, but I love the episode Abria built where we were all sort of visiting those visions of our pasts. I just thought that was so cool because it's like all of us sort of got this what's the word I want to use, like a vignette of our past and where we are now and where we were and how we engage with that part of our history and what it still means to us and what it doesn't mean to us anymore. And I just thought that was really cool because we just, you know, it was set up in such a just delicate and nuanced way, because Bria's fucking brilliant, that it didn't feel like don't do that, that it didn't feel like convoluted, you know, like let's like, you know, like there's in a sitcom, you know, there's always like a flashback episode or like a best memories episode or something like that. It didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like convoluted. It felt like a very real journey that we were all taking through each other's minds, and it just hit really hard. And it was just every moment in that sort of journey through those vignettes was, or past them or away from them, just felt really meaningful and powerful. And I just loved everybody's response and answer to Abria's call. And yeah, that episode just meant a lot to me.
They asked for me to, I'm sorry, that's not for this one. So you answered that one. Okay. There is another question that's similar to this one that they asked me too, but I will get to that point. Before we get to the next question, however, we have some toasts.
Ooh.
So prepare your booty and toast emotes, chat.
The booty too juicy.
Ooh.
Abria, do you have these open? Do you want to read them? Do you want me to read
Oh,
them?
I don't have them open
Okay.
even a little bit. This
Okay.
is all you, but you have
Great.
to do a pirate voice, please.
Yeah. Mocho says, "Thank you, Salt Bays, Abria, Dom, and Mods. Booty!"
Booty!
Love you, Mocho.
Mojo, you the best.
D. Beachy says, "Thank you all so much for making Salt Bay. I can't wait until the new show with you all in 3 weeks. Love you."
Aw,
Booty.
Booty.
It's hard to say love you in a pirate voice.
Yeah, I love you. Listen, I've been trying to.
It's
do it
hard for
4.5
pirates to say love you,
seasons.
for sure. It is very
Arr,
difficult.
I love you. Always
Difficult.
have. Jimmy Buffett says,
Jimmy.
I wish I could do a good Jimmy Buffett impersonation here, but
I wouldn't even know what that sounded like.
me either.
No.
That's why I can't do it. Did you make me a winter Eladrin because I'm so cool, or booty?
Booty!
Okay.
The tale of Jimmy Buffett is a long and winding one, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different group.
Jimmy Buffett is a winding road.
Long and winding Jimmy Buffett.
Mm-hmm.
You're as cold as Buffett.
Ooh.
Nice.
We're just giving Terry like samples here to use.
Honestly, I just anyway. Just
Oh my
taking some of
God,
those
imp in
down.
my
Those are
head.
Great.
I also miss Eric acting
I
for
don't.
Karen.
I don't.
All of my favorite moments were when I let you guys
Karen!
be NPCs and you would markedly change like the trajectory of scenes.
Everything
and I
about
would
your
just start
show?
screaming. No, because that was the moment where I stopped being like the arbiter and like holder of narrative to someone who was also like experiencing it. Like it was being given to me in those moments. So I loved it. And I like
we
not in a
killed
braggy
a
way. I
woman.
don't give a shit about like I'm a good enough improviser. We'll get back on track if we need to. But like, man, y'all are deeply entertaining, and it's so nice to like give you your reign and just like let's go. Oh God,
I'm trying
amazing.
to think of the first time we did that. What were the characters?
They were like that husband and wife at that at the Neverwinter. We were
Yeah, it
at
was
a
a
like
husband,
big
wife, and
party.
Yep.
It was the
I think that was the
episode
real first
Saint
time.
Spider guested on.
Yeah.
that big party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so good.
yeah, and the husband was like super submissive.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They weren't
He's
even married. That was the best part.
Yeah, he was,
They
like,
were
really into
loosely
getting
attached
choked.
to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember now.
the whole like arc was going to be this very like Game of Thrones like palace intrigue, and then it just turned into like, well, no, we're just gonna watch this a little bit. And then I guess Lord Neverwinter will be murdered or something. I don't know.
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna watch
God.
these two for like 20 more minutes. It's fine. So
Wow.
good.
They're in the wiki. They're in the wiki now.
Oh,
So
that's great. Bless
Yay.
that. Bless whoever puts work into that,
that
wiki.
was
My
that,
God.
that was so gender and
So
Simi
Jan-
David
thank
have,
you.
have
Thank
done
you,
a whole
Simi
lot.
David. Thank you, so
David and
Jander.
Sojander.
Oh my God,
Um,
brilliant.
Yeah, the wiki's amazing, especially if you want to go back and get any information. I think Sojander has input all of and the entirety of Salt Bay recaps and stuff in there. So all of the
Wow.
shows are in there. So definitely go check it out.
Amazing. Oh my God.
Shit out.
So the next question was from Junk Garage, but it was basically the same as the last question, except it added me. So it said, for everyone, including Dom, what was your favorite moment from the whole series, including the mini series? But I think y'all
yeah.
kind of answered that.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, you have to answer your own answer, Dom.
Yeah, I want to hear your answer.
I want to hear it.
I will say what I always say when I get this question is my brain does not work that way. I cannot remember things to save my life. However, chat helped me out a little bit here. And I will say Eric as Karen was one of the funniest things I think.
Iconic.
Yeah, I think that I've ever been
I'm
a
not
party to.
interested.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Killed me. Killed
So
me.
good.
Killed me.
Karen is my favorite NPC, or NPC that we ever had on the show. I still can't. I still remember being at the table, like trying so hard not to make it obvious how loudly I was laughing.
Yes.
Like trying.
I was
It's
laughing.
really funny because it was ahead of its time because Karen became a thing in 2020 for sure.
Right?
Uh-huh.
But Abria honestly has been naming her NPCs Kevin and Karen for a very long time because the D&D campaign we played before this was also Karen and Kevin were the NPCs. It's just a
They're
default.
the only
It's
names I know when I
hilarious.
have to make a name. So at some point, something will be a Kevin and a Karen.
Listen,
and then I have to
It's
try harder.
comedy.
Here for it.
Comedy for Kevin and Karen.
Nega, send it to me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Also,
Right
send
now.
it to all of us because I want to fucking see it.
I
wanna
commissioned
see.
this forever ago, like genuinely forever ago. And when I got it, I cried because it was so beautiful, and then never posted it because
Oh,
I just
no.
forgot because
I
I,
could've-
just have no memory
I could
span.
have put it up.
fair.
I forgot.
I
Yeah.
also sent you one a while back, so you could have 2 images up of
I
Tristan.
think we should. We can and we will.
we can and we will.
Junk Garage, to make up for that one, also asks for Negs. Why was Trislan's sister taken away, and how was it Trislan's fault?
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
You want to give the sweet backstory?
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking about that when Vanna was talking about, that being a favorite moment on the show for you. And I was going to say I second that because for me, like, I had a whole elaborate history and backstory for Trislan in my head that I was like, cool, we're never going to explore it on the show, but it just helps me understand, like, why she is the way that she is and how she sees the world. And, like, we're never going to talk about it, but it's helpful for me. And then we did get to talk about it. You messaged us and you were like, what's something traumatic your character doesn't want to deal with? And so I got to tell you. And so the characters that we saw in the final season, who I always want to call him Bear. And I know that's not his name because his name's Bale.
It's Bale. Yeah.
I want to call him Bear. And I
We'll call
don't
him
know
Bear.
why.
His name's Bear now.
Maybe, maybe Tristan called him Bear when she was a little kid. Who
That's
knows?
actually
Maybe
really
that's
cute. I like that a
subconscious.
lot.
But when they were growing up, Trislan was much younger than her sister, and her older sister, like, they came from nothing. They were very low social status. They had no money, and he was a nobleman who was supposed to be married off to this woman. He fell in love with Trislan's sister instead, and Trislan was too young to realize it was something that they were doing in secret. And so she kind of inadvertently blabbed to Bale's mom about what was happening, and she had Trislan's sister killed.
Yep.
So she was murdered to, like, essentially preserve their bloodline and their family's social standing so he could marry the woman that he was betrothed to, which is why Trislan hated her when they met. She doesn't want anything to do with her because that woman's the reason that her sister was not allowed to marry him. And
It's just like atonement.
it was definitely not based off of that, but thank you for pointing that out to me. Appreciate it. So I think for her, it was that baggage of, like, I think in a weird way, it also really informed the way she feels about kids and, like, having mixed feelings towards them, because fucking something so hugely up at such a young age, I think, left her with a lot of, like, resentment issues for the innocence of kids and for them not knowing any better. So that's a lot of the baggage that she was carrying, like, her whole life, was being responsible for the death of the only family member that she loved and connected with, and growing up with her mom blaming her for it and being alone as a result. So that's how she ended up out on the streets being a little thief because her mom kicked her out.
Ooh, can I jump in with
Yeah.
this with Sojander's follow-up question? Did Bale's mom die painfully? Please say yes.
No, please say eyes.
Oh, please say A's.
Eyes.
So A's for sure. One of my last, like, shots in the, like, I love giving my villains, like, a ton of ammo if it feels like I can, like, push them to do something. And when I had locked in all of that backstory and what I wanted to do in the future with all of that, one of Hadal's last follies was going to be showing Trislan, once he started winning her back to his side, showing her, like, a vision of him, like, essentially destroying Bale's mother on her behalf. So there was going to be one last like come to the dark side, vengeance on your enemies as possible.
Oh, that so would have worked too.
Hell
Good
yeah.
thing that never happened.
Yeah. Y'all like started no selling Hadal super hard. And I was just like, here's pages of things to make you like him. Like, oh, I guess we're done liking Hadal. That's fine.
Well, I also
No, we
think,
banded against it all. Like
yeah,
we
I actually
banded
really like that. It was very
hard.
cool.
I think it's so interesting looking back because a lot of the stuff that we've talked about enjoying on the show have been things that happened as like a surprise, or it came out of a choice that maybe we didn't make, but we rolled with like a pull from the spine or whatever. And I genuinely think that if Trislin and Hank hadn't ended up in a relationship, I do think that she would have gone full Hadal and would have, like, at the end of the first/second season, because I have no sense of time and I don't remember which one it was, I was very much thinking of character ideas for a new character because I thought Trislin was going to go full Hadal and I assumed the group was going to kill her, and I was like, cool, so if she gets killed and I have to make a new character, who am I gonna play? And I had already started like prepping that because I was so sure that's the direction it was gonna go. So.
Yeah, I was like ready. I was like when it not if, but when it comes down to Hank versus Trislin, what is Hank gonna do? Like, can Hank, like, I mean, will Hank kill Trislin for, like, will he even defend himself? I was like, I don't know what he would do in that moment.
It's really
Very
interesting
cool.
seeing how differently it shaped up because I did not expect it going that way. So
good. You guys are so good.
Nadiat asks, if the PCs had altered their past when they were given that opportunity, is there a chance they would have been removed from the campaign because it fundamentally changed their character?
I mean, I think definitely if his family hadn't have been on that shipwreck, he never would have become a pirate. He would have stayed a noble dwarf living a noble dwarf life, and he never would have interacted with any of these people.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just acknowledging.
Mechanically, you would have whoever would have taken that shot would have been presented with a choice. Like, you can resolve the past and like go back, and then we would have done like a 10 to 15 minute scene of like how everything was different and how you got up to like the current age and why you're no longer with the group, and we would have sunsetted the character. Or you have a chance to like make it right, and then I had some like proto ideas. I would have worked with you guys to like decide what the best thing for the PCs would be, of this idea of like kind of breaking and having to hold both realities in your head while you go back to the group, where you can resolve the past, but like there's psychic damage that you take, as like both things have to be true in order for you to go forward. And it would have resolved in some like interesting mechanical things that I was like starting to toy around with, but we never really got to it, so I never had to like flesh it out all the way.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah. So Jander, would Hadal have stayed in the shadows if Jarmy wasn't released from the lantern?
Oh my god.
I love the lantern. That was like one of my favorite things. Was like freaking Ghost and Lantern. Like, holy goodness. Abria. Anyway, so many cool things.
No, I think Hadal would have had like a different trajectory of just like a dark god kind of messing with you guys. But I think the Jarmy like reveal, I was like, oh, I have to pay this off. I used the word harbinger and I have to decide what that means. And I was like, no, this has to be like I always like that like epic tier D&D games are usually like dealing with like Orcus and gods. And I was like, what if you do that to characters that are way too underleveled for that? So yeah, I just wanted to treat that as like, no, he like Hadal gets turned to 11 and they're not ready yet. So like, what do we do?
I really liked the focus that you all took with Hadal, because it's hard, I think, having had an epic bad guy BBEG and wildcards with Chaos, I knew how difficult it can be to sort of keep that up and have an overarching villain over a season in an RPG. Because it's just like in a video game or something like that, you often go like, well, the side quests are what I want to do right now. I don't care about focusing on, the big guy. And Abria, I thought that you wove Hadal in even to mediocre events in a way that would just be like, hey, I'm still here, by the way, I'm still inside, and all of you players reacted to that and had it be a sort of seminal point. And I think it was great that three of you like took deals with Hadal at one point, and it made such a huge impact when Addie did not, because it just sort of set them apart from everyone else, and it made such an impact that how strong-willed Addie was to not deal with that, and so, or to just basically tell Hadal to fuck you and fuck off. And that just led so much into all the characters and how they reacted, because I also think that it was really good and really well played, because not only, and the tips for all you GMs out there, but I think it's great because it helped solidify a lot of character moments, I feel like, for all of the characters, and it gave them a purpose that they were driving towards. And it's like having Hank defeat Hadal within himself, and then have to deal with Trislin dealing with it, and then both Trislin and Hank are able to push Hadal off of their shoulders, and then suddenly find that Eoj is dealing with it, and Eoj deals with it in such a unique way from everyone else. And it was just it was so many great tiers in how each one of you dealt with it all. And all the way up until that epic battle with Hadal, and how you fought him. But I really like, because for me personally, I love cinematic gameplay, and I love seeing characters that build and have structure and have something behind them. And I feel like Hadal gave us, without being overbearing, without being a Vecna or something like that, Hadal gave us that level that we could connect to, but also had a purpose beyond, like, they were not just, I guess you could say they passed the Hadal test, because they had a purpose beyond the players. They weren't just there to do the players nasty. They had a whole thing going on, and the players just happened to be playthings, that they could kind of work with. And then eventually the players, as you grew up in levels, became a serious threat to Hadal. And it was great to see that shift in like season 2, where you start realizing, they're actually getting kind of powerful with this stuff, and I don't have the power anymore. And that's when you cranked up Hadal and started taking down gods and stuff, and was like, no, this is actually serious shit. So that was really cool. I really liked that.
I always loved the idea of, because the hardest thing with like a big evil overarching villain is how much they interact with us. I think it started off so subtle with Hadal, because we met him in the miniseries at the end of the miniseries, and we met him and he gave Trislin some cool powers, and then like teleported us to the surface or whatever. And then in season 1 it was the coins, and it was just like, hey, do you want to use my power? You don't have to. And then it's just slowly slowly becoming more and more of a thing in our lives, in our characters' lives, and we're seeing more and more on the effects of this creature and this being in our lives, and it's slowly built to a thing where like, oh, this is a real thing and a real threat in our lives.
It just felt like a fun little nod to the idea that like characters in D&D are all these like power gamers, and power creep is such like a weird thing to think about what that looks like cinematically. But like, in a world where power comes from studying, or you're born with it, or you bargain for it and get it from gods, like, what if that what is that conversation like? And I just wanted to play with that a little bit. And I feel like you guys all like, I think all the things you did with that were so interesting, of saying yes easily, and then saying yes and knowing that you were like being able to see the like, I'm making my life harder for myself in the future, but like I need this thing now, and sort of like that maturation of character across time, like as you were actively leveling too, was just it was a really cool, like, I don't know, I feel like I could write like a dissertation on like
it's very much
struggling
like
with power.
Devil at the Crossroads, but on a much like more intense scale, you know. And I think maybe that same sort of intensity drive where it's like, you can come to me, I'll give you some power, like, okay, let's try and trick some people so we can get some more souls. Oh no, we're running out of souls to torture in hell, we really got to get some more souls in here. And you know, like the activity and the eagerness at which you are pursuing, you know, the souls or the power, or you know, the halt of the threat or whatever, just steadily increases, and the relationship changes accordingly.
Yeah, and it never really, like, you never really forced it on us, especially in the first like 2 seasons. You'd be like we'd roll and it wouldn't work, like we'd roll and have a bad roll, and you're like, you could make it work right now, like you could kill everyone in this room right now if you wanted to, end this threat, like stop this fight right now if you wanted to. And all the, like, your eyes will go weird for a minute, you know.
That's fine.
That's nothing.
Yeah. We are 10 new subs away. 10 new subs, brand new subs away from unlocking Rose's clerical background. So just FYI, let me take a drink here.
I feel like I've hyped it up so much, like, oh god, I'll make it 100 and I'll write the cleric domain for it and I'll put it out.
Ooh, okay. Junk Rush, if you were given one more season, what is one thing you would have liked for your characters to do you did not get the chance to do?
If anyone says piracy, I'm gonna reach through the internet.
Are you kidding me? We're like the anti-pirates pirates. You already knew that. It's nothing to do with piracy. I think honestly, I like just had a vision a moment ago just about walking Rose down the aisle, because you just said she was like, she's too busy trying to be a black staffer, and I was like, that was like my like little EO's dream to be like, I'm there to be there for her, whatever she needs, if she wants to get married or not. Like, I just want to be there. So like, that's what I imagine.
Like us trying really hard to make sure it's not a pirate wedding.
Like, right? And like,
this cannot
it's gotta
be a
nice.
reflection of our wedding.
It's got to be nice. I don't want nothing bad to happen. Like I need like spellcasters to like make sure it's safe and like nobody comes to crash and like it's not bad, like in any kind of way. I want it all good. I like want a little bow tie, you know, and like walking down the aisle all nice. Yeah, that's anyway. That's all I got.
Yeah.
So wholesome.
Listen, if you start crying about my daughter, I'll start crying about my daughter.
I just want to bang Sune.
Yeah. I would like to see
Cute of
it.
an answer.
I would like to see it.
That was one of those things where I was like, I would like to heavily imply that Sune is super DTF, and I don't know what to do.
You did a great job.
An excellent job. I'm thinking about it right now. Oh my God.
I remember not thinking about it very much, and then you were like, by the way, here's a picture of what Sune looks like. And I went, I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? Who did
I would like to change. I'm gonna change that art to like a button down, but that's unbuttoned a little bit, like those Sims. That's what Sune is. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, we're all thirsty.
Yeah, that's what I would have done if we had gotten an extra season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just one really skanky season where we all just, it's the
We all go
college
to horny
years.
jail.
Salt Bay college years, and we're all just running around doing as we shall. Oh my goodness.
I would love to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I've talked
No.
a ton. I will never talk again.
Eric.
We've done it, folks.
It took 4 years. Yeah, I would love, like, I mean, I don't know if it would be a whole season, but just the idea of like after the decision to not be pirates anymore, to move to like Waterdeep and just like live our lives, just like what that's like the first couple of weeks of the crew, like Addie like getting a job, and Eosh probably going back to fishing, and like Hank and Tristan like buying a house and just like sitting in a house going, now what?
I do like the mental image of it being vaguely like Addams Family-esque, where like Hank and Tristan especially are kind of in a little bubble of like being very happy but probably seeming super weird to like neighbors trying to settle down in a neighborhood. And I love the idea of like Addie screaming at a PTA meeting kind of thing, you know? Like I love that comedic contrast of us trying to live ordinary lives. And I know we joke about how we never do any piracy, but like these characters definitely wouldn't fit in just an ordinary little village somewhere or a big city. Like they even if they're not like traditional pirates, it would still be difficult for them. And I think I totally agree with Eric. I would have loved to see just like a couple episodes of an Odd Couple-esque, the town versus the bays trying to settle in kind of
the
dynamic.
growing pains, or the shrinking pains, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Aw.
Man, yeah. And if it's Adam's Family, then that makes like Eosh and I both Uncle Fester. Is
Both
that
Uncle Well, no, one of you can be cousin It.
okay? Addie will be cousin It then. Eosh can be
you
Uncle Fester.
I just watched that the
pop
other day.
over.
So good.
Oh my goodness.
Jampers is Wednesday.
It is now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Aw, wait, who's Pugsley?
The monkey that never got
Yeah,
a
Peanut.
name.
Peanut. The monkey's name is
The
Peanut.
monkey. I think he died.
Stop it.
Yeah, whatever happened to the monkey?
We stopped talking about him, and I think something happened.
I mean, we never bring up the cat with wings.
I
We only bring up the cat to say, has anybody talked about the cat in a while?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love how much that fell flat. I was so excited. I'm like, this is gonna be a cat with wings, and we all love cats in this house. And everyone was like, anyway, fuck that cat. So about this
Well,
chicken, I was like,
And then
that
literally any animal you didn't actively offer, Tristan was like, "That is my true love."
Yeah, it's the ones that you don't want us to have. Like, because I ran that one shot and I was like, "There's a little monkey and he steals from you," and Tristan it's like, "I will own this monkey."
My monkey.
that's very
My
fair.
monkey. Oh my god.
Sorry, it just reminded me of an 80s sitcom called The Charmings, where Snow White and Prince Charming are in modern day, and Prince Charming has like a job, and that whole thing
We watched
just like
all the same things, Dom.
I
I'm
know,
realizing that
I know.
now. 'Cause,
We're-
like from
we're of
pirate
a
movie to
certain age.
this, I
Yeah.
was just like, yep. Same age.
um
Older than these kids on the show.
that's another verse for this song.
I'm old. Stop.
Charles in charge. That's what it No, you're not.
Yeah. Okay, so Jander asks, did Toralok Opti resume library plundering after Hadal was defeated?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's go with they did an Oceans 2. It was Toralok Opti and Kaylin decided to team up after rekindling their relationship. She snuck the two of them into the library so Toralok Opti could steal the Mizrana Codex. And
I'd like to see it.
yeah,
They were
it's
so
cool.
hot.
Two lady heist. It was just two babes heist.
Oh, we
And
love
they did a
to see it.
heist and they got it.
Two dragon babes.
Very into it.
And then
Very
they
into
blew
it.
each other. God, they blew up because the magic was bad.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
went a different way. Please move along. I'm so full of vodka.
Salt Bay, the college years.
And you can
I'm
read
very
more
into
about it
this
on
show.
AO3.
Oh my God. Wait, did we ever get any dirty fan fiction? 'Cause
If we
I
did,
will
no
keep
one's
doing-
shared it.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty disappointed in chat.
Yeah.
I
little-
think one of the first things I
Someone
did
should
on the
send something to
channel was I wrote smutty fanfic for one of my like early characters on Saving Throw.
Oh, I remember, and I read it.
Oh, did you read it?
Wait,
I'm
what?
so sorry. How
Yeah.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, no, because I read it on stream because you were too embarrassed, and you were sitting next to me, and it was like the weirdest, most awkward thing any of us had ever done.
Right now, that's amazing. Oh, she died. Look how
Yeah.
big she is.
Are there
I'm always
lotuses?
this pink Abria.
No.
I'm a little shrimp.
Good old Irish
Oh
skin.
my god.
Yeah,
I'm a little Irish shrimp.
Um,
That was embarrassing. Never again.
adorable.
Unless
yeah.
Unless
If we hit
Unless we
100
hit
subs,
100
will-
new subs.
100 subs,
Unless-
and we will find dirty fan fiction and read it.
I
Yeah.
feel like that was a charity thing or something.
No,
Like,
it was a regular episode.
I just did it for no reason.
Yeah, that was probably back when we weren't good at monetizing this stuff.
I just did it for no reason.
It was in the closet studio. That's how far back it was.
I know. I remember. Oh my god. I
Wow.
can't believe I did it for
Yeah,
no
it's
reason.
definitely on YouTube. I'm
Is
not
it?
telling you
You'll
where
have
to go
dig
though.
for it. You will
Yeah.
have to dig for it.
Session,
No raisins?
Session Zero Clothing asks, "How do you get a better butt?" Asking for a friend.
Squats.
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 Jinx.
Yeah,
Great.
or you also do like there's like a ballet thing where you like that Britney Spears like would do. Anyway, it's like kicking back, but you hold the wall. Anyway,
Uh-huh. Okay.
it
okay.
works.
Uh,
I do it. My
Genetics.
butt's amazing.
Hey.
YouTube it.
welcome, friends who roll dice. Thanks for rating the channel. Welcome, everybody.
Hello, friends.
Hope you're all doing
Friends who
well.
roll
Thanks for
dice.
coming in. Shields up, fam.
Defend the saving throw.
Yeah, defend us from the raiders, and then welcome them in with open arms.
All raiders get raisin toast.
That's
Oh,
not
that's
Favorite.
yeah. Oh no, don't start with
That's
toast.
splitting the party.
Oh my god.
Session Zero Clothing also asks, when can we expect to see these characters again for a random one-shot adventure?
Never.
I honestly would love to do like a dumb callback one shot, like a year down the line when everyone's kind of forgotten everything but like the essence of their character, having you all come back and play them again to see like what are the things that stick and what are the things that you care about for your character, and just doing one more adventure. I would love to do it in a year.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we shouldn't have been talking about them in the past tense.
That was the plan all along.
That was always the plan.
Foolish.
Joba asks, what's the puppo's name, Terry?
Puppo.
Oh,
You mean the one who's like been whining for the last 10 minutes? This is Stella.
Oh,
She's my roommate's dog actually, but I'm her aunt and guardian when they're not here and they just went out of town. And she's just like, But Stella Artois actually officially.
Amazing.
When she's bad, we yell Stella.
That's a very
That's
good.
how she got her name. But yeah, she's the best. She's a sweet little.
Oh my god, that sound.
Did you hear that? She's been doing that for like the last like 5-10 minutes. I've been trying to like mute it a little bit because she's just like because her other mamas are gone right now, so she's just like,
Poor baby.
I get
Girl
it.
sing.
I get like that too.
fine.
Me
She's
too.
literally gonna stay
Yeah.
in my bed and she'll be fine. She's great.
What a baby.
Every time I leave the salt bays, I make that noise.
It's true, and I have to mute it every time. It's super loud.
Rigor 412 asks, I want to know how OP Taika would have been in a fight both pre-time skip and post-time skip, since she was always put on babysitter duty.
So I have always had a character sheet for Taika, and Taika has always been 3 levels higher than the rest of the group, and she is technically a paladin of like, so there's a city cleric domain in like the Unearthed Arcana, and I like played with that and turned it into like a paladin thing. So yeah, she was always a very, very powerful fighter that would have been, she was kind of a release valve if I ever got the balance on an encounter wrong, that like Taika would be able to come in and do a little bit of cleanup work to like control a fight to help make sure that you guys had a chance of winning if it was important for you to win a fight. So yeah, she was also the group's babysitter in that if I had ever like horribly like figured out a game wrong, I was like, okay, Taika comes in, does way too much damage, does AoE stuff. I would have had her do way more buffing than actual hits, but I mean, paladins are actually like pretty buck wild. Adding a smite to anything is a good way to like knock down a overpowered foe. So yeah, she was just kind of She was my little like, oops, I did this wrong. Fix it with
Right.
an NPC.
That's awesome.
But I do like that you guys always were like, no, she watches the kid. It was the same thing with Jambers. I'm like, Jambers is gonna be great in a fight. Always
You
be able
know
to have
what?
the help action so she can always use sneak attack. And you're like, no, I left her on the boat. I'm like,
No, we're not good at like actually using
Cool.
the tools that you give us. Like
That's
that's like
fine.
my favorite thing was like Abria to be like, I built this beautiful. Okay, so
In my defense, I always said I would love to have Jambers help, but if I'm being honest with myself, Trislin would have left him back to protect
yeah,
him.
totally.
Even though I wanted to use
Classic.
him because he was super OP and Jams was great.
Jam Jams was so good. I
Jam
loved
Jams is the
the
best.
in between a season when the amount of uses of hashtag Jam Jam, or there was some hashtag that was like used in like the like month or two
Yeah.
between seasons, and every one of those corresponded to a hit point. So Jampers actually had like 45 or
beefy.
50. Yeah,
I think it ended up at like 52 hit points, I think
Yeah.
Jams had. So,
Jampers was super good, and I would have played with Pokemon rules because Jampers is an animal, and like I'm not gonna kill an animal
Right.
unnecessarily on the show. So like if he had ever gotten knocked out, he would have returned to his Pokeball. Just been like blah blah blah. He's fine. Don't worry about it. He'll spawn in a week. It's great.
And there were a
That's
number of
amazing.
times I would pull like a pirate's fortune roll, and it would be like, "Hey, kill the player's familiar." I'm like, no, that's not one of the ones that's gonna
Thank
be.
you.
Oh my God! Didn't you
for
write
not
those?
doing that.
Not when we went digital, because I
Oh,
I just
right.
found a 1,000 magic surges.
DJ Regular asks, for the PCs and the DM, if there are any particular NPCs this applies to, were there any off-screen behaviors, habits, etc. you imagined that your characters did off-screen that we never saw during an episode but informed your decision-making in character? Informed your decision-making
What
in
are you
character.
doing next?
I want to know what Negs has got to say
I'm
because
thinking
her eyebrows went
They're
nuts.
going out of control.
Yeah, what's going
Are
on?
you
What did
gonna
Tessa?
tell-
What'd you
So I
have?
was like, yeah.
Are you gonna tell everyone about how Trislin had IBS?
No, I'm never telling anyone that.
I
Or
have
about you and
IBS.
Hank hooking up all the time. Tell me everything.
I think
Ooh.
the thing
All
with
the deets.
Trislin is she was always so reserved and like didn't talk to even people she loved and cared about that like 90% of her character is that kind of stuff, you know? Most of her stuff is not above the surface. I always pictured Trislin as being a midnight snacker. And so in my head,
Ooh.
like when everyone would go to sleep, she would like listen very carefully and learn everyone's patterns. And she would use that like I had like an insane, I don't even know, plus 1,000,000 to stealth by the end of the game. Like I think bare minimum, the lowest I could roll was like a 26 on stealth. And she would
Amazing.
stealth to the kitchen and eat any like she has a sweet tooth. So anything like cakes, cookies, candy, like she would be snacking in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. But I think she would perceive that as being something that would look too, I don't even want to say vulnerable, but like that just looks too human to do something like that.
cake knife.
I know.
You wouldn't even
She
have to
used
sneak
it
for
in the middle of the
snacks.
night.
You could just
That
turn
Really,
their
you
bed
don't
into
always
cake.
want to eat cake. Also, sometimes you want to keep your
Cookies.
bed.
yeah, thank you. But
Disagree.
I legitimately like she could just rifle through Eoj's supplies and stab anything and make it cake instead of being raisins or whatever. And it's little things like that that I really liked about her character, where I feel like she was a little softer and quirkier than she looked at the outset. And
Well, we saw drunk Trislin. We see
Yeah.
soft, quirky Trislin.
yeah, drunk Trislin was if Trislin like actually let herself be her own person when she was sober, which I think is very cute. So yeah, that's the first
I
thing
like
that jumped to
that.
mind for me.
I like that so much. And I like because she probably has all these little daggers, so using them like a little, like her with like a little charcuterie board or something, just using her daggers like toothpicks or something. Also, I like the idea of her having that habit while Addie was pregnant with Rose. And then they just silently, like they keep interrupting each other, trying to sneak into the kitchen for like late night snacks. And maybe they just have this silent understanding, you know, like no one has to say anything. Like
They'll
we
never
get
speak
it.
of it.
I'll be on my way. Rest is for you, milady.
Oh my god, 2 snack ships passing in the
my
night.
goodness,
That's so good.
exactly.
Oh, it makes my heart sing.
Oh my god. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Hank probably he doesn't understand money. Obviously, it was a joke in his whole arc, but like I think the idea of like if he were ever like walking through town or somewhere or like going out to eat at some place, he doesn't understand money. So if like he's walking through town and someone's like, "Hey, can you spare some change?" He would just like throw his purse at the person and just walk away as if like he's like, "I don't know, here's money." I don't like he just would he would rain money on people because that's in like what would seem like an overtly like generous offer, but just because he just doesn't care about material wealth.
I like
Or
that
understand it.
Care about, understand it.
This is fine line.
I also kind of picture Trislan like really being into crappy romance novels, but not wanting anyone to know. So like anytime they dock somewhere, she like pretends that she's going off to buy weapons or something that sounds really badass.
Or just be
and
moody.
instead-
Yeah.
Yeah, and instead she's getting like whatever our world's equivalent of like really trashy like teen high school romance manga kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like she would read Fruits Basket and like melt, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
I can
No
just
one
imagine
says.
them like Hank and Trislan like she's reading like the lusty Argonian maid and he has no idea, he can't read.
Yeah.
She could read it too.
Very on brand.
Man, I don't know. I feel like Addie lived a lot of her life in front of somebody's eyes, just as like role as a captain and then role as like a mother and then as a wife, you know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of when she would even have privacy. Do something. I don't know.
I think he
I'll
would
think about
demand
that.
it, and I'd be like, okay, cool.
Would Yosh
I'm gonna go make some-
great? I respect that.
I'm gonna make some toast. If you need some time, I'll be baking.
That is
It's
a lie.
fine.
Eosh would go, "Why? Do you not want to be around me?"
Yeah.
What we
No,
need to
I
gonna
would go make
fight?
toast.
Oh my god.
Because I know she doesn't want to be around me while I make raisin toast, so she doesn't like it.
That's right. I don't even want to smell those fucking raisins. Yeah, I don't
So
know.
good though.
Maybe like she had a tradition of like if they were at port and actually staying in an inn, she would take like a 5-hour long bath, you know, and just full of bubbles and just like that would be her like catch up meditation for months and months on the water or something like that. Just she would just kind of sink into it and sort of zen out, and her mind would go blank and relax her body and being. I don't know. Something to think about. That's a good question.
You sounded like those ads that I keep getting where like Eva Green or someone is like reading stories to you to make you go to sleep and meditate.
Oh,
Oh my god, yes.
good.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw one that was like Oscar Isaac reads you a story, and I was like, this is the closest I've been to giving the internet my money for no reason.
I know, right?
I was like, I'm not gonna sleep after that though.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I
you can
will.
read
It's
me
gonna take
something, but I'm probably
5
not
minutes,
gonna
but
sleep
I
for,
will
like,
go to sleep.
I guess maybe a few minutes.
What?
A few minutes.
Terry also agrees why am I being killed? Do you not? Don't turn into a little Irish shrimp. Do you not?
He's
wait,
so
hold on. Do you
pretty.
not also think
Oh,
that
no,
Oscar Isaac is
she's
hot?
turned into the Irish shrimp.
Okay, like
Listen, if Oscar Isaac's reading stories to you, it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah,
It
he's
is.
got a slow
I was
cadence.
like,
That
get
was what I was talking
inside
about.
Lou and my Davis. Yes.
Do you understand that like Dune is just straight bangers? Like everyone in that movie
Oh my god, I can't wait
entirely
for that.
my jam.
Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Okay, sorry.
And all
Sorry,
the
Dom.
clothing is my
Dom's
aesthetic.
like off the rails.
Yeah, Dom, call a break so we can reset.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Rhea, what are you saying? What's reset mean?
On that note, we will take
I'm gonna need 5
take a short break, so a little bio break, so folks can use restrooms and such. So you do the same thing. Take care of yourself. We'll be back in just a moment.
God.
we're back. A dinosaur story.
I want to hear Terry's song.
We're Back is amazing, and we should definitely do the song.
I think we've talked about this many times.
Now?
Wait,
Hold
have we
on,
talked
let me
about We're
pull it
Back?
up.
I think so. I think about
I
it
have
all
the
the
song.
time.
I have lyrics written.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Drop a
Is
beat.
that happening now? Is that supposed to happen now, Dom? No one told me it was happening after this break. I would have been more prepared.
I'm
more
just
prepared.
demanding it because I'm a Leo.
Because you demand.
Yes,
was
you
like,
can do the song now if you feel ready to do the song now. If you want a little bit of time.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. You love it. ASMR. Okay.
I felt that in my bones.
I am a professional. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay, hold on. I'm very not warm, and I haven't sung in a long time, guys, because Corona, and I don't sing outside like I used to. So here we go. We started off as a ragtag band. We ended up saving all of the land. Different planes, all the pains. The salt babies, getting crazy on the infernal plane. Had all asking for my salt yet again. The salt babies, the salt babies, the salt babies. Finding it hard to say I love you, 'cause pirates don't know how. Jimmy Buffett, is he a villain or just chillin'? Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Looking for my salt babies. Dirty Hank and Trislin. About to begin. Addie and Eosh. Looking after their babies. Wasting away again in Salt Bay. Let's go to the hot springs. Vacation, all we ever wanted. Fair Juliet hasn't met her beau yet. Dragon lovers, undercover. Sune, down for the JJ. Tottsville, it's like a Rotsville. At least it's not the infernal plane. Rose is growing older. Tyka growing bolder. Jams, it's 2 a.m. and Trislin snacking at the fridge again, holding down the land. Hank finally running a bank. Nah, it's just a dream. How did it seem to go so fast? Now it's in the past. Do. Thank you, guys.
Oh my god! You wrote a whole fucking song and then you performed
I can send it to you guys.
What do you
Yeah,
mean? Yes,
I wrote it
please.
while we were hanging out tonight.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
That was
okay.
Terry.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah, standing. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my god,
Patient.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I
love
will
you
put
guys
into
so
frame
much.
if I stand, but just imagine I'm standing emotionally. My camera's too zoomed in.
Oh yeah, DJ's got it. That's the anime end credits theme.
Oh my god. And then I'm like,
you're right. Wait, no, that's something else.
I'm just holding that.
Yeah,
Oh
lots of black and white shots of
Well, yeah, you're standing
Like
on the
in
edge
like
of a
stop
cliff.
motion.
yeah.
You're standing on the edge of a cliff. The wind is blowing your long robes and your long.
my God,
hair.
yes.
And cherry blossoms go flying.
Yeah, they're
rolling
floating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone get on that right now, because I really want to see the anime Salt Bays.
Oh my god, amazing.
If we can come to market before Critical Role does with their cartoon,
Wow. Yeah.
that's not going to happen. Okay.
If anyone is an accomplished animator and wants to work for literally nothing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free dollars.
Free. I mean,
Yeah.
We do need a shirt that has somebody yelling and saying anime. We
Yeah,
we do that very
We
a
do.
badly.
megaphone maybe that just says anime.
I'll see
I
what I
want
can do.
all of us drawn in anime style, like characters yelling anime.
And we're all yelling anime.
That'd be great.
Please. Oh God.
Mojo says
Yeah.
I love exposure.
Yeah, paid in exposure, man. That's
Mojo.
Man.
literally.
Stop.
Ed.
I had to literally shake Mocho to take money for the amazing work he does.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard.
amazing.
He did my background.
That's
It's so
That's
good.
fantastic.
That's so
And
good.
a lot of times you can talk him into paying you, but then he'll either forward it or just have you send it directly to a charity
Yeah,
instead.
he'll do that. I don't need the money. Just whatever you feel like to this charity.
Sweet baby bear.
Speaking of art, if you go to the wiki and go to Trislan's page, you will see.
Link it in chat, Dom. Quit flirting. Come on.
God.
Quit teasing.
Well,
Oh, it looks so good.
okay,
It looks so good. Look at my girl.
There we go.
I need a direct link to the page. I'm a fool.
Oh, no.
It's in
I
chat.
need
It's
it.
in chat right
Okay,
now.
okay.
See me, David just posted.
Yes, I
That's
love
good.
it. Yes, that's
Hey
so
girl,
good.
hey.
It's so good. I love it.
Like,
I sent-
hey.
I sent that artist pictures of the horns that Vanna got me as a gift to make sure that they like looked exactly
They look
like the
just
ones that I
like
have.
them.
Yeah,
Oh my
they
God.
did such
So
a good
good.
job with it.
I'm obsessed with this. Holy shit.
It's so
I love
good.
it so much.
She
my
looks
God.
like she does have trouble expressing her feelings.
She does. She
right?
does look that way. She do look.
She
that-
looks
like that,
emotionally
though.
constipated.
That's what I said in the DM. I was like, this is a character who like needs emotional prune juice. And I think they got
Aw.
that.
Not
It's
just
so
emotionally
beautiful.
though. Like I said, Trislan has IBS. Confirmed.
Yeah.
That's canon.
That's the vodka talking.
definitely
Don't
canon.
listen to her, Negs.
Trislan and me have IBS. That's
There you go,
much
yeah.
I have in common with Trislan.
There you go.
I
They're
love.
both mostly purple.
That's great.
Also,
Thanks for
Dom does like an unsightly amount of murder.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's weird.
hmm
Sold his soul to a dark god,
Just
like you do.
me and Tom Hanks going around murdering people, and you just think, well, they're nicest guys.
You and Tom Hanks?
Yeah,
Mhm.
They're
you and
so
America's
nice,
dad,
but
Thomas
they're-
Hanks.
Yeah, and Chris Evans.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow. America's ass and
Chris
America's
Evans
dad
again.
together.
America's ass and America's dad.
Moving
Damn,
on.
Vanna, please take inspiration for that.
Okay.
BSB Care asks, could Hank have even been able to think about attacking Triss?
Ooh.
We kind of talked about this.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I kind of like. I don't know if it would have been that way, but I kind of made the decision that had like when it became clear that it, like Hadal was like going like one of you is gonna be the one and it can't be both of you, and there was like a competition. I kind of was like, I don't think Hank is gonna fight back. I think Hank is gonna like, because I don't think he thinks himself worthy enough to like his life is more valuable than Trislan's. Like that's been a constant, especially early on. He thought like that's why he didn't take care of himself. That's why he was who he was, because he didn't feel like he deserved to continue like any more so than anyone else. So I think he probably would have let Trislan kill him probably,
Oh
but
my
we
God.
never had to go there.
So sad.
Very dark.
I have a
Holy
question
shit.
for you all. How comfortable were you with the like specter of PvP? Because I always think that's a really interesting thing. Like the willingness for you all to engage in acts of violence against one another. Like, what was the threshold there? Because I definitely was like, you all should fight. But like, was that actually like a thing you as a player were considering at
Oh
any
my
point? Or
God.
not?
That makes me so anxious to think about.
The only time, yeah, the only
I'm
time
very sensitive.
The only time it came up was when Eosh in season 3 or season 2 was like when we found out Eosh was messing with Hadal again when he made Fair Juliet. That was the first time I was like, I think Hank might fight Eosh. They might fight. Like if he did something again, like if he did it, he's like he would probably not kill him right away, but he would definitely try and just fight him right there.
Yeah.
Definitely felt that.
Nice.
I definitely think the only way that would have manifested is what we talked about earlier. Like, if things had gone further down that path of Hadal and Trislin join in forces and stuff, I think that probably would have happened. In which case, like, as a player, I was definitely prepared to do that. But I'm grateful that it didn't go that way. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've all been really good at making choices that our characters would make. And I think the really great example of that is pretty much everyone's dynamic with Eoj except for Addie. Like, I think that especially Trislin and Hank really, like, gave Eoj a bunch of shit. And we all love Terry more than anything on the face of this earth. And I don't think we would have been able to do that if we hadn't felt so comfortable knowing, like, we all understand it's our characters and not us as humans, you know?
But again, some weeks, fuck, Terry Eosh made me so mad. And it's hard to separate it some weeks.
So good.
It's fine, Eric. It's fine. We'll fight later.
Which I will say, I appreciate. I saw someone mention this in the chat earlier, which I really appreciated. Missing seeing Terry and I physically sitting next to each other at the table, just reacting to everything.
Yes.
Terry and I, it felt sometimes like being at the movie theaters and like watching a movie that you're really into with your friend, and where you're like clutching each other and you're like whispering to each
Full
other.
on, like,
Terry
need
and I-
popcorn.
Terry and I would
my
lean to each other and be
God.
like, "Oh my God, what do you think they're gonna do? What do you think's gonna happen next? That's so cute right now." Like, Terry and I were.
We
that
would
was
die
part
together. We
of
were
it.
dying
Yeah.
together, like, just watching, like, Vanna's, like, go crazy and, like, whatever the fuck she was gonna do. It was amazing.
Excuse me?
Vanna, you are, like, a wonder to watch. You have to know this. And, like,
go
I was like, I don't know
crazy?
where she's gonna.
Oh my
Girl,
God, yeah.
We do
It's so
not. We
crazy.
cannot predict. We cannot predict where you're gonna go in an episode, and it just was like, like, just to, like, we were like the peanut gallery sometimes, you know, and like we'd just be sitting there like, oh, okay. It was good.
Let me be fair. Like, when we say go crazy, it doesn't mean like all your character choices are always like super consistent, but you know, like the bounds of like and the fidelity of like any character you're playing, and you're good at pushing it in weird and interesting and super fun and like left turn ways. And when you're given an
Surprising, always.
NPC and a chance to let loose in a like scenario that's like counter to whatever you're dealing with with Addie at any given point, it's like mad. You're just like, it's like lighting a firework and backing up and being like, what's she gonna do? Oh my God, it's a choking thing. Yes!
Oh no. No.
Just like, I think it was like one of the early episodes where it was like, oh, this bird shows up. Like, that was one of the Stein pulls. Like, a bird that you're scared of. And you're like, that's a nip nope. It stole my nipple.
Thank you.
I think that's part of the course. That you should have seen that coming. You should have seen that coming.
God bless. And then bringing it full circle in the like final
The
fight
nip
with the wish
note.
spell, restoring your lost nipple.
Oh, that was your idea. Don't act like
Bless.
that wasn't your idea.
Bless.
That was your idea.
You brought it into the world. I spent 3 seasons hyper aware of Addie's
My
like
missing
nipple
nipple?
situation, and I had to rectify it. Good old
It's
nip
okay
nip.
to have one or no nipples. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm gonna eat my old popcorn. Oh.
Dork Lord Canada, who we found out is DLC, not DIC in chat.
Listen, Dick.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm
what's up,
very
Dick? DLC asks, which of Trislin's menagerie is your favorite and why?
Jam Jams.
Ooh.
Jam
Jam
Jams.
No
Jam Jams.
hesitation. Don't even have to think twice about it. Jam Jams. When I tell you how much time outside of this show I've spent thinking about the cute outfits Trislin would have dressed that dumb chicken up in, and the various bow ties and hats she would have tried on him in private when no one was looking, which is another thing I think Trislin really enjoyed as a hobby that no one probably knew about, was her like secretly really loving getting special occasion and holiday outfits for Jam Jams that no one would see.
Name 3 pirate holidays right now. Go.
Oh my God. Well, I have to imagine that like I don't know if we'd have St. Patrick's Day for real or like a pirate equivalent of that,
St.
But-
Pirates Day. That's one.
St. Pirates Day. Thank you. There we go. I would have to say I feel like there would be a day that would be like named after a really obscure pirate, like One-Eyed Pickle Larry or something that is super specific in the way that they celebrate it, and not at all. You know how Easter is really objectively weird when you take a step back and you forget that you've been raised understanding what Easter is, and you're like eggs, a bunny, candy,
Hundo P.
chocolates, what? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I would love to hear chat's thoughts on how you would celebrate this holiday, because genuinely, please get really weird with it for me. And then, what was that?
I agree. No, I'm disagreeing.
Bria's just whispered, yes, please.
Okay.
Like, she was into it.
I'm into it.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this show.
Okay, thank you. And then I think we should have an equivalent holiday to Thanksgiving that is founded upon something completely different. And I would think that it would be off of like the first documented case of actual piracy, of like stealing a ship. And I imagine it being a thing where like little pirate kids put on pageants of them in like little sailboats and stuff, like, I'm gonna get your ship, no, and like them, you know, running around, and it's a whole thing. And then like adults celebrate by setting up like fake heists of each other's alcohol, and then they steal from each other, and everyone gets really drunk, and it's a whole thing. And that's Tristlin's favorite. I don't know what you'd call it, but that's
It's called Hanksgiving. I will be taking no questions.
Especially if you're stealing alcohol.
I'm like, world
Exactly.
star.
The moment you said
Yeah.
steal alcohol, I was
Stealing
like,
alcohol.
well, now it's real.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Those are my pirate holidays. Thank you for asking.
I'm here
Love
for
it.
Thanksgiving. Oh my
So
god.
good.
Everything that I heard out of that just makes me think that we need to create a build a abyssal chicken workshop.
Yes.
And it just has tons of outfits that you can put like
Absolutely.
make
Yeah.
a Jamper's doctor and a Jamper's like camp counselor, and yeah, I think all of these things would be
Can you imagine Jampers being a doctor?
yeah
God.
with a little tiny little stethoscope around, and then if you squeeze Jampers, it just goes like it just
Yeah,
has
you could record a little message, just like
Blood for the blood god.
every time you squeeze it. It'd be so good.
The Jamper says,
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
I'm here
I
for
love
it.
Jam Jams.
and
Yeah,
the,
All about jams.
Jampers is my favorite and always has a soft spot in my heart.
Jams for life.
I just
Jam
picture,
jams and some jams, please.
I know we talked about giving him a kind of like disguise to not arouse suspicion from people when he's brought in public, but I never pictured that when I think of him. Like, I think over the seasons, 2 seasons that we had him, I pictured him looking progressively more and more hideous every time he showed up in an episode. I just pictured him getting more and more grotesque, and I think he was like Tristlin's ugly bald baby, and I really love that.
Oh no.
So a baby, yeah.
yeah.
Babies
Got
do
it.
be that way though. That's fair.
Okay, we are still 10 new subs away from Abria unlocking Rose's clerical background, and there's been a request for a all Salt Bay pet episode. I don't know.
That's right.
I don't know where to put that right now.
Every year for Thanksgiving, we'll come back and bring the Salt Base together and do a dumb one shot.
There we go. There we go.
I'm gonna cry.
54
Thanksgiving.
54 Aqua Snakes asks, what happened to the ship, the Fair Juliet?
I
Ooh,
thought
she's
we
hooking
gave
up.
it to someone.
You
I
gave
thought
it
she's,
to
like,
your
hooking
daughter
up.
Sirda.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yep.
So, handed down in the family still.
Yep. But since Sirda decided to stay in those streets, and by streets I mean the oceans, and continue a life of piracy, yeah, Fair Juliet, next generation, like Degrassi. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna sink that ship.
I don't know.
I was gonna-
This
TNG.
reference.
I was thinking more like, the Saved by the Bell, the new class, where, whereas Mr. Belding and Screech are still there, but
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's awful.
They just
Absolutely
didn't
awful.
graduate.
No, he's just there, like, student teaching or something. I don't know. It's awful.
Oh, I hate it.
All right, thank you, DBG.
bad.
We're now 6 away from unlocking the.
Thank you, BG. Chicken Boo.
Speaking
Sorry,
of
good
DBG, their question was, what was Vanna's favorite scene in the final season, and why?
Yeah, Vanna. What was your favorite scene in the gosh darn final season?
And why?
And
I feel like
why?
I expect
this-
that paper on my desk tomorrow. No
Okay.
double
Paper
spacing.
paragraphs.
then I won't answer it right now.
5 body paragraphs. Let's go.
God, I saw this person ask it in chat, and then I figured out an answer, and now I've forgotten it.
Oh no.
So there's that. What happened this season?
A lot.
Honestly,
Oh,
nothing.
I remember what I was gonna say. My favorite part of the season was like right after the fast forward, and we go into the role play pit, the role play bit, the role play pit. Really, honestly, it's like a mosh pit of role playing. At Gale's Ales, and we're like all there, and we're all engaging after this like passage of time, and just like sort of the banter and the like ease in which we interact, and you could kind of just feel like how the terms of life had shifted, and how the dynamics and the interpersonal relationships had shifted, and could kind of just feel the weight of those character changes just by that sort of like one chunk of little role playing in this new space with these familiar and new faces, and Rose is all grown up. It's something that was previewed earlier in the game. That was such a powerful moment for me, at least, and just like having her actually there, actually interacting with us, not temporarily, not momentarily, not finitely, but existing and thriving in her own person. And everyone has these grown interpersonal relationships with her now. Like, that was great. It was just great to see everyone role play in that moment. That's it.
That was just for you. So moving on, Junk Garage asks something I just realized. But was Trislin adopted? If I remember right, her sister was said to be human, but Triss is a tiefling.
That is a very, very, very good question. I don't want to get to like putting glasses up my nose. Well, actually,
Too late.
I think the thing that we said at the time, if I remember wording this correctly, is that Trislin's sister had an easier time of it because even though they were both tieflings, she passed as human and Trislin didn't. So in terms of like the kind of treatment that they received growing up, her sister was viewed as the only, like her mom, basically Trislin's dad left them when Trislin was born, because Trislin was very visibly a tiefling and her sister wasn't. I think it was a little more ambiguous. I don't want to get like too into her backstory and stuff, but basically like Trislin's dad, I think, doubted the legitimacy of Trislin's heritage, essentially, because she was a tiefling due to a like deal with the devil-esque deal that like one of Trislin's mom's ancestors made, and her sister was not as affected by that, and so I think she had a much easier time in life passing for human, which is one of the reasons why her mom disowned her when the whole marrying a nobleman thing didn't work out, and it was Trislin's fault, because I think her mom saw that as like their only chance to climb the social ladder a little bit. I don't remember if we ever touched on if she was human or if she just passed as human, so I don't know. But
I don't think I ever clarified. I like tried to leave it pretty ambiguous.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
But at the very least, I think we clarified that like she presented as human and Trislin definitely did not. And I think that had a lot of influence on the way that her mom treated them. And why her mom really resented Trislin for kind of breaking up their family. So, yay, happy fun times.
Derek Lee Ketchum asks, we saw Hank switch subclasses from Drunken Master to Four Elements partway through the series. What's a subclass the rest of you would have been interested in trying for your characters had you had the desire to change it up?
I guess I would have leaned more into like Addie had a little bit of magic. She was an arcane caster. So I think I would have leaned more into that. Maybe like after she found that magic in Rose, like, you know, maybe studying magic more to sort of be able to teach her daughter more about the sort of natural gift she had. But I don't know what class specifically it would be.
Nice.
Into it.
We love it.
I want to hear Terry's answer.
Oh, honestly, I was just like, I would make better toast. Like, it's so bad. Like, I just literally what I was just like, I was like, what would I do? What would I do? Make better toast. Okay. Probably make better toast.
Well,
Like,
because
that's all I have.
Eosh was an artificer without taking any levels in it, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
maybe Eosh, like being a proper artificer with like proper spell casting.
I was pretty good at it though, so like whatever, but like
No
sure.
room for improvement whatsoever.
I was pretty good at
So
it.
your biggest project, Hadal helped pretty heavily with.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I was good at it. Like, why are you bringing up old shit right now?
Weird. Why would I do that?
Like, I was good at it.
It's true. He was.
I'm proud of Eosh. I liked that development later in the series. It was nice to see Eosh find his thing, you know?
That's something else that came out of a bit, right?
Yeah,
The
totally.
bit, just a toaster thing, and then
Then all of a sudden I was like, I make all kinds of things. It was
Yeah.
very cool.
almost sold your soul to Hadal to make a toaster. I think.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You were like, if I could just make a
we were
toaster, I'm
all
like, you
like,
could just
no.
make that. Please do not bring an elder
Yeah,
dog.
like we don't
God.
like we don't normally backseat game, but when Terry was like, I'll take the coin to make a toaster, we're like, Terry, don't do that.
Terry, God no.
Does the toaster kill people? Please make it do more than just make toast. Oh, my god,
gosh.
it just burns
Okay, it makes
bread.
raisin toast.
Yeah, but like you want raisin toast. Like it's important. That's different than regular
gosh.
toast.
I remember, I have no, I think if you've been watching this show for a while, you probably know I have no memory. So I have no sense of time. I don't even know how many seasons we've done of this show because it always
4.5.
blurs together.
4.5.
Maybe? I don't know.
4.5.
It's like
Who the heck
4.5
knows?
in a mini series.
There we go. I don't know at what point I did this, but I remember at some point I started taking stuff druid wise, which I think I only did with like 1 or 2 level ups. I think I started branching a little bit for Trislin, but that's what I would have leaned more heavily into, I think, if we did this again. Mostly because I think I didn't start to make those connections with her character until later in the show.
Abria.
Oh my god, Abria.
I'm sorry, I forgot that this exists. I could have been doing this all season long, but I was playing. Continue.
You know,
Okay.
some GMs use like physical hats, like suckers. You know, they have like all these mustaches on sticks. Not a Bria.
Disgusting.
Wow,
Thank you,
that wasn't
Zoom.
a direct attack on Jordan Callerman, wasn't it?
I
Oh
just
my
gave him,
God.
like 4 rerolls. I don't even care. Zoom just does this now. Thank you, Zoom.
Yeah, thanks, Zoom.
What
We didn't make this more
uh,
secure, but now I can add a little eye patch. So
Right.
it's the same.
What would Tristan use? Like, what would be her goal with like her Druidic powers?
I think the thing that I started like connecting the dots with later in the show, the more we played it, especially in terms of not just developing like her connection to animals, but I think working through her feelings about having been abandoned as a child and being raised essentially like being homeless and without a family. I think when she was younger, the only thing that brought her any sense of stability were the outdoors and nature and finding a sense of calm and peace in those things. And so I think had I done that over again, I think that would have been like a really healing thing for her to connect more deeply to those elements, especially with them, you know, not doing a lot of piracy, but definitely spending a lot of time near the water. I think that would have manifested a little more strongly.
Sure.
And,
Yeah.
And it was something that only started to come through towards the end. And then there was never a good time to be like, look, I can make a flower. She could do that. Like, that was an ability she had at the end.
She was doing it privately during her midnight snacking.
I think
It's not
Like
like
those
he would have
flowers
loved
that were
shit
like-
because he had a whole greenhouse or anything.
I'm
Remember those
sure-
like drug flowers? Those drug flowers were
Yeah.
awesome.
The cactus.
flowers
Picture it
was
being
super
like
cool.
Yeah.
an Ann Geddes kind of thing where like on a snack fueled bender at 2 a.m. Tristlin's just like, you know, manifesting these like tiny little daisies and then dressing jams up like in a bowl with flowers.
I am
all
dead
around
for
him, like
this.
he's a newborn baby. I'm like taking pictures for a calendar and showing no one. Kind of like
Amazing.
Oh
how
my
we
God.
got on
And
The
you and,
Office
like,
calendar
Celine Dion and
picture
Ann
calendars,
Geddes.
you know? Yeah.
Dampers
Oh my God,
as
amazing.
a bumblebee in a giant druid craft rose.
Exactly.
Please,
So-
I need that calendar now. Please.
Yeah.
And
Someone
the
please.
void chicken and the diaper and the flower.
Yep.
And
Oh
the...
my god, would be
Why are we
obsessed.
why are we coming up with all the merchandising options at the
Now
end
this
of the
is over,
series?
yeah.
I don't know. I love the
Part of the
idea.
course.
That's
that-
how it
That's
goes.
dumb.
Yeah.
We're bad
I
at
love
this.
the idea that Tristan just like sees nothing that is like she doesn't think that's twee or like too much. She thinks that's genuinely a really tasteful piece of art to surround a like baby abyssal chicken in
She's such
flowers
a dork.
and dress him up like wearing like
Yeah.
cabbage leaves on his hat,
Oh
like
my
on his head as a
God.
hat kind of thing. Like I just think that's such a weird character trait for her, and I love it.
I'm so glad to know that I never got to see in the game that Tristan was a giant fucking nerd.
She was blatantly a nerd numerous times.
Yeah.
You just had to be
That was
drunk
always.
or
That
to
was
trip.
always.
If she tripped or something, you would see the dorkiness. It was like drunk
Fair.
or physical like instability. Falls over, lands like this.
D Beachy is gifting subs to everyone in the guild. Thank you. I don't know that they will ever watch this channel, but I appreciate you gifting a sub to those people.
Hold on. I ran a game where I had to make them like they got to defeat a vampire with poop. They better get their asses in here and come watch this channel. I will send an email.
Send an email, please.
Do it.
They were they
CC me.
they wiped arrows in Dookie and shot my sweet sexy vampire. They can come watch a VOD. They'll come catch a
it
VOD.
ain't right. It ain't right. That's
Amy.
against God.
Rhaegor412 asks, at any point in the future, would Trislan visit Tottsville, whether out in the open or in disguise?
She already did. We just didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Gasp.
Gasp.
I got so nervous when we were doing that episode and the sequence that Havana was talking about earlier when we were like all doing our hey, what did you do in the past 20 years thing? And I was watching what everyone else had to explain, and it was like, hey, explain something meaningful that happened to you during those years, and explain how you like got an item that was interesting to you. And I sat there the whole time like, oh my god, what did Trislan do? Come up with a backstory. And how did she resolve her conflict with the Tots? Abria's gonna ask me about the Tots. Did they give her something meaningful? How did she resolve it? How did that trauma come to a head? And then you didn't ask me about that at all, and I didn't have to talk about it. And I was like, cool, filing that one away. Never talking about it ever again.
Oh my God.
Bria, are you just playing with face cams this whole time?
She's had a liter of vodka. Leave her alone.
Thank you, Vanna. Fight for me. I'm full of whiskey. Don't ask me
Whiskey?
questions.
What is vodka?
She's full of
Vodka.
vodka. She's full of vodka.
Whiskey is
She's drunk, so drunk she doesn't know what alcohol she's drunk
I know
with
what
now.
alcohol is, but whiskey's a funnier word. It's known.
That's true. That's very
Eric,
true.
confirm for me because you're good. at
Whiskey
improv.
business.
Yeah.
All right. I hate it here.
Thanks, Eric.
Sojander asks, if you got to play for a full game as a character or NPC other than the ones you did, which would it be?
What?
So, if you could play as any character or NPC other than ones that you actually played for, so like Nega couldn't pick Rose or anything like that.
Right.
Who would you pick? Like out of Taika, Rose Hadal, Toralok Opti?
Oh God. Well,
Jimmy
I played
Buffett.
Hadal a little bit, so I can't say that.
You crushed
That was
us all.
epic.
That
Oh
was
my
very,
god, can we
very
give a
good.
shout out for Vanna when she would like come in with that
Yes,
freaking like
please.
mic and like make my like loins like tremble? Sorry, Dom. Dom's like, ugh. It was pretty hot though.
It really was.
It was very
That
hot.
made me a little
I was-
Irish shrimp again.
I was very attracted
She's
to her as a
shrimping.
doll, and I was like,
Shrimping.
oh, like I'm gonna sell my soul to this shit. Like this is fine. It's very hot. Yeah, I like our like dragon lovers. Like I was very into that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind like playing either one of them like anytime. That's my 2 cents.
My answer is the pressed Aarakocra dad that was hanging out with Hank.
So sweet.
Yeah, I really, really liked him. He was super fun and just like, this is family. I don't know. Here you go. That's who I would play as. Just kind of a pudgy, overweight, pigeony Aarakocra dad, just trying to like, just be outside for a little bit.
Okay, I want to watch that. I would want to be Juliet. I would want to be a good ship. I think I would make a good ship.
She's a great ship.
I want to.
shit.
I just really want to see her have like a rom-com style episode. You know,
Yeah.
like I want to see her coming of age story.
Her
I love
buildings are
Juliet.
on. I need a fair
right?
Juliet buildings are on, please.
I
She's the
think-
sweetest looking girl.
I
The
think she
kind of
may
girl with
have
sunlight
been
in her hair.
my favorite NPC. I love Fair Juliet. She's my favorite. So
Nice.
I think I would want to be Jampers, but like homeward bound Jampers. Where he has a voice.
Yes.
And I imagine he talks like this. I'm Jampers. I only let Trislin call me Jam Jams, and if you do it, I'll scratch your eyes out.
Meow, I'm the cat everyone forgot about. See? Meow.
Oh God!
please do this episode.
Someone suggested we do the pets episode.
That's right. Oh, God.
I want a baby stay out it.
Why do they always leave me behind? Oh man, or Taika babysitting. Baby Stay Out featuring Taika and Rose. I want to play Taika and Baby Stay Out episode.
Would watch the shit out of that.
I
That
would
sounds
watch-
amazing.
Yeah.
Someone else was talking about Animaniacs and Chicken Boo, but that reminds me of Animaniacs and what was the dog who always had to look after the baby? Oh crap, I can't remember their characters, but that's what Taika looking after Rose always reminded me of, because Rose would just get into trouble and Taika would have to somehow clean it
Baby Stay Out.
This like a level 16 paladin that's just trying to keep a magic baby.
up. Yeah,
Like,
buttons.
Oh, God.
Yeah, buttons.
Buttons. That's
Buttons,
right.
Buttons and Mindy.
That's
Thank
right,
you,
Buttons.
DJ
That's
Regular.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh
Good
my God.
memory check.
Animaniacs was so formative, y'all.
So good.
I'd probably want to play Gary.
Gary!
Oh my
that was
God.
such a fun bit. I felt bad ending that bit. That was like my biggest regret, was like giving closure to the bit.
He
It was
could have
like
come
15
back.
gold.
Yeah, I mean, we killed like Jimmy Buffett like 8 times. Like Gary can
That's
come
true.
back.
That's true.
We were basically a fucking CW show with how often people came back for the
Yeah.
fucking dead.
Yeah, we could have been in the Arrowverse, I think, with everything.
Absolutely.
No one was on a salmon ladder though, so it couldn't happen.
Session Zero Clothing asks, what happened to Sun after the big statue battle? I need to know.
What happened to who?
Who?
Oh, that's right. Sun is
Sune or Sun?
no.
Harry's
Sun is
son.
the name of the
Your son.
Sawagan, the Sawagan statue that you convinced is Sunny. It was actually sunny.
Oh, sun.
So what'd you do with the massive sentient Sawagan statue after the big battle of Waterdeep? Eoj.
Terry just nods.
Yep, I
Deer
would.
in headlights.
I'm supposed to have a good answer for this? Okay.
That was the best.
Hold on.
I kind of want to move on
I am
because
not
it's
the father reaction. She really had. I am not the father reaction.
I think there's not going to be a better answer. Than
No,
the, like,
that's pretty
not
perfect.
You're good. Okay, bye, guys.
That's pretty perfect. Okay, we've got just a couple more questions here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, amazing.
Joba asks, Trislin has her abyssal chicken, as we all know. What pet or familiar would you all have? What other,
I
what...
love a winged cat. Oh, god, that would be perfect.
I hate.
Man, I think just like maybe a normal fucking dog. Because I love a toddler and a dog being best friends. So I think if she got it later in life, like an animal companion for both her and Rose would have been good.
Aw. Full buttons and Mindy, I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Full blown buttons and Mindy. Yeah, maybe it's magical in some way.
Eric.
I always imagine Hank would have something a little weird, like he'd have like a pet snake or something like that, like something that like people would be like, fuck, and he'd be like, what?
Fuck.
There's a goddamn snake. It ain't doing nothing.
He just has 50 scorpions.
Yeah.
He's a tarantula farmer?
He would keep tarantulas. Yeah, tarantulas.
Like full on.
Pest control
Full
for
on.
the greenhouse.
Yeah, because tarantulas are fantastic. They're very kind. They're very nice. They're like very misunderstood. Everyone's afraid of them because they're the scariest looking ones, but they're very chill spiders.
Natural pest control for your greenhouse.
If a wolf and a monster made a baby, it's a tarantula.
Oh god, yes. I don't want to bring the mood down or anything. I just wanted to say that hearing Eric do the Hank voice for a second there made me go.
Oh my god, yeah.
So sad.
If we get one more sub right now, Eric has to do the voice for the rest of the episode.
Oh.
Well, I will say we hit our 50 goal. So
Bria,
yeah, Bria, you've got to
Wait,
tell
but
us
I want to
about
hear
Rose.
Terry's familiar.
I want to hear
yeah.
Terry's too.
I'm just saying.
Good to know.
Terry, honey.
Terry, where are you right now?
We have had vodka. You need to stop.
I didn't have any vodka.
She
I
had
had
tequila.
lots of
Okay.
tequila,
Well, okay.
very strong margarita, and a very strong IPA.
Damn, Terry, you're trying to keep up with me.
I am trying to keep up with you, Hank. I am.
We haven't hit that goal yet, Eric. You can't.
We
My
did
face
make one
hurts.
sub.
Mojo just gifted us up. Thank you.
Oh my god,
Mojo
hi
did
Mojo.
it.
Mojo, you are the best. Holy shit. Okay. What am I supposed to answer? What is it? This is like
Your
every
familiar.
episode.
If you had a
What am I
familiar, what would it
doing?
be? Terry, I'm telling you.
Eosh does have a familiar. He has
Oh, hold
a.
on. Are you telling me in chat and I'm not seeing it?
No,
No,
I'm telling you out loud with
Nope.
my whole mouth.
we were going around saying what kind of like animal like pet each of us would have. Eosh does have a clam that we've never used.
That clam has been around in the Pearl the entire game. And I'm like, Harry will remember someday.
No, I
And it
do
will be
remember. I know. I
hilarious.
fucking remember the clam. And I remember I had like.
so
I have a whole. Oh my god, Abria, stop.
It's very fun. And
I imagine Eosh might have a goldfish.
No,
or
I had a
something.
whole thing about it because like we had like a whole like. I mean, that was literally like in my first character sheet. There was like a whole backstory about the fucking like
The
clam I had like a
nemesis
fight with.
Nemesis clam.
And like everyone was like, it was actually not that big. And I was like, no, it was huge. And everyone was like, no, it's not that big. And I was like, no, it was huge. And no one believed me.
It was a normal sized clam.
It was a normal sized clam.
You
was
guys
a
stop. It was
Normal
huge.
clam. It was a.
Why does everyone negate what I'm saying about the clam?
Because we come from the improv comedy no but. Nope.
No period.
No period.
And
No,
is
it's
it because
complete
I'm a
sentence.
stout halfling and you're like a little bit larger than me?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
big to
it
you
could
and
be.
you're a halfling. It's a normal clam to everyone else in the world.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, it's all coming
Yeah.
together.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I
But
hate it.
Eo's just pretty big hands, so would it really look
That's
that big?
honestly what Addie was about.
Oh, absolutely, because that's what Vanna, am about.
Oh my god, I'm not answering the question. I'm done.
No, you're not.
It made the
Okay.
thing go away. It's okay. I'm normal now.
Oh.
Black and white now.
Oh,
Whoa.
no.
I'm with the idea. I'm with the idea that Eo should have like a pop-eyed goldfish as a like what Eric said. I feel
As
that.
a familiar.
Yeah,
That you carry around everywhere.
but it's like not a familiar. It's just a fucking normal goldfish that you talk to a lot.
I would honestly talk to any animal that was like would hang
See?
out with
There
me.
you go. Yeah.
Fair.
Like that's the really hard part.
The fish can't get away from you. That's why it would be your familiar. It's stuck in that bowl. It can't walk away while you're talking to it. It can't shut its ears.
I feel like any animal, I'd be like, yeah, you're my best friend now, and like I make you
like
toast.
a cat will fuck off, a dog will fuck off, but a goldfish it cannot fuck off.
They can like
Probably
jump out
have
of the
just some
bowl.
like kelp, you know?
You have a pet rock? You just have a pet rock.
No, some like
familiar?
kelp.
just gently floating kelp. Like you
Is
could add a
kelp
fish to
alive?
that. Nope, just the kelp is fine.
Yeah, it's just kelp.
It's very good.
Where do you keep it?
Like in a little tank.
The only thing in the tank is kelp.
Dirty tank.
Yeah,
where
and
you keep
maybe
your
like
kelp.
and maybe there's like a couple like little like I don't know, like what are those little like
Sea snail?
abalone, whatever. Yeah, like
What's
a
that
little
fish
snails.
that just hangs on the side of the tank and eats all the algae?
Oh, is it just a
Oh yeah,
sucker
a
fish?
pacostaba, like
Is that what it's called?
I used to have a lot of okay, so my brother was allergic to like every animal possible, so we only had fish when I was a kid. And like I went through like a lot of fish. So this is like very like honestly like real life traumatic a little bit. It's great. And I'm just thinking about there was one of the, like it's called like a pacostaba, but it was like with little just literally eat algae. It was like a bottom feeder little fish. Okay, wow. Hi guys, sorry.
No, this is great. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Bye.
This is the final question.
What? No, we've got like 2 more hours left. Dom, stop.
Bitch,
No, we don't.
It
We
is
don't.
fucking after 1 a.m.
I mean, for you, but you live in the far, far away.
The far, far away.
We still have to announce what we're doing next and all this other stuff.
That's fair.
Self-aware can opener asks, if the Salt Bays were immortalized in a wax museum based on second-hand info, what inaccuracies would bug them the most?
Wait, say it one more time.
If-
Clearly that I'm
Insane.
just about like certain types of fish, but clearly I'm only about like a handful.
How would that translate to your wax figure?
Wait, say it
My
again.
wax
Dom.
figure would
Say
be
it
like
again.
holding like a like aquarium, and it would be the wrong fish.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It would be a fish and not
if
just
you were
kelp.
immortalized as a wax figure, what? But based on secondhand info, so someone else came in and described what you looked like. What inaccuracies would bug you the most?
This is such a specific question.
I love this so much. I think Trislin would be really bothered by her
Jesus.
horns not looking right. Like, I think
Oh
that,
yeah.
that would be something that, like, I think she probably grew up a little insecure, especially with, you know, her sister passing for human and her not. And I think as she got older, that was kind of like a chip on her shoulder thing that she ultimately embraced and like was very proud of her horns and rocked them as part of her look and styled them with her outfits and stuff. And I think it would bother her a lot if they were not done correctly. Like if there were too many or too few little suction cups on them, or if they were like too long, or if they curled the opposite way that they actually did or something. I think she would be very bristly about that.
Legit.
Yeah.
Legit.
Okay.
I feel like Hank would probably get upset because they would probably make his wax statue like look very like pious and almost like a Tibetan monk, and like you know, like look very like proper, and he would be like, that ain't what I dress like.
He rips the sleeves off the wax
Yeah.
statue.
It's like, why'd they shave my head? I ain't never shaved my head for nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Vanna.
I think they make Addie a man.
That's good. That's
Addie's
my
been
thought.
this address for a
I know,
very
but
long
that's what I'm
time.
saying. But like in the later seasons, she really embraced like her femininity and dropped like the fear of like not being able to work in that world or exist in that space without, you know, repercussion or judgment or things like that. You know, she embraced being a woman near the end, and so but she spent so much of her career as a pirate at like gallivanting as a man, so it's like she gets put into history like that, and she's like, well, fuck. That's not what I look like now. I think that would be it.
Meanwhile, Abria, just deal with it.
Deal with it.
Yep. I'm sorry.
I'm dead for all of it.
No
I'm
one
here for
in
all
this
of it.
stream is having more fun than me right now.
Untrue.
You can all
So wholesome.
fuck right off because this is very cute.
What's this do?
Untrue.
I'm so
There, I have a thumbs up.
There you go.
See that?
Yeah.
Did Eric leave?
Oh, Eric.
Did we
Oh,
lose her?
no.
I clicked the wrong button, and
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh,
Are we all in
no.
weird spaces? I like
Yeah, definitely.
The page all fucks up again.
it. It's
No.
fine.
Everything-
Eric's
No,
been playing the space.
no,
Look
Eric-
at Dom's
Eric
face.
knows-
He's like, yeah, it's fine.
Eric knows how to change his picture without actually leaving the stream.
Ah.
Well,
Hey, shark.
thanks y'all. Oh no.
Hold on. I gotta
What?
answer my thing.
Yeah, do it.
Wait, hold on. If I get closer, does it open it more? Kind
No.
of.
How are
Not
you
really.
doing these?
Literally, if you go to like the video like thing under choose virtual background, there's choose video filter. They're here for everyone, and they're very stupid.
Now I know why Zoom is like crashing or like freezing all
Yeah.
the time because Bria's been changing all of the.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. All
This is
right.
my fault.
This
Alright.
is my fault.
Gonna tell the story. Okay, the last cogent thing I will do before sort of disappearing into my bottle of vodka that I've consumed is to talk about the cleric domain of Rose. So, yeah, so there was some articles a while ago about how clerics don't have to be servants of a god; they can be servants of like concepts. And so I was thinking about like what Rose would have observed across the season, because like even before she was born, she was sort of always this like the audience surrogate figure for everyone. And god damn it, Vanna,
Obsessed.
well played, Vanna, you're perfect and exist above the reproach of mortal men. Bless.
I love you so much.
I love you so much. I forgot what I was saying. It was gonna be profound. All that to say,
Mortal
she-
Coil.
Mortal Coil. She derives her power from the space between where gods reach out and interact with mortals, because so much of your stories were about like your interactions with gods and godhood and like divine planes of existence, that the thing that she derives her power from is seeing that like interstitial space between, in that same way that like strong force is like the space between two objects and gravity, like, and how things pull towards each other. She derives her power from that connection that all of you have between like gods that you were friendly with and gods that you served and died and gods that you had like animosity with but derived your power from. And she grew up in the understanding of that, the vast potential of the space between gods and mortals, and that's what she is technically a cleric of. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say.
I love it.
She learned it all from you and from all of your travels and adventures. Shark mouth. Do, 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 baby shark. Do, do.
I'm holding a Bria's face.
I want that not to be in my head, and now that's all I have now. I hate it.
It's okay. There's so many more options on here. I'll be something
Yeah, I'm not downloading that. Give
Okay.
yourself a pizza hat.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
A beret?
Pizza hat.
Bere.
Pizza Hut. Pizza what? Pizza pie. I like that pizza. I like that pizza pie. Pizza what? Pizza pie. Just me? Okay, fine.
Yeah. So on that note, I want to say thank you everyone for joining us for this talkback. It is not the final talkback. It is simply a talkback in the ever present and ever going issue of talkbacks that we will have with this fine crew here. I want to thank our mods. I want to thank especially DJ Regular and Simi David 95 for helping keep chat, helping me keep track of all of the subs and stuff that came in. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who tipped, who sent in toasts, who gifted subs, who subbed up themselves, who followed the channel, who rated the channel, anyone who stuck around from those raids. Thank you very much for watching this. I know if you haven't watched a Salt Bay, this is probably going to be pretty exciting for you to watch these. So definitely go check out our YouTube where the entirety of the Salt Bay catalog can be found and rewatched, and tune into that. Before we leave you though, I think that we can announce what the first session is going to be. So it's going to be run. There's going to be 2 sessions each. Everyone except for Abria is going to be running a game. And Abria will be playing in each of those games as well as everybody else. But the first session will be...
I get to do it.
Yay! Eric!
I'm gonna run it. Yeah, and we'll be returning in 2 weeks with a 2-part adventure, playing the Engine Heart system, which is a world about it's a world where humanity has gone extinct and all the players are small service robots trying to survive and find meaning in a world where their masters don't exist anymore.
I want to be the butter robot from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's kind of
God.
it's kind of you're all the butter robot from Rick and Morty.
Wait, what's the system called again?
Engine Heart.
Engine Heart. Love it.
Engine Heart. So look for that. We will be promoting that over the next couple of weeks. And be sure to tell your friends, anyone who has not tuned in of your friends and family list, what the heck? Tell them to come tune in. This group is coming back, and they're coming back with some really fun things. And we will just go through, and you'll find out what each new session will be as we continue on. So definitely come back for that. Let's go around the horn here, and you all say where people can find you, starting with Havana.
That's me. You can find me. Finally, I am back to streaming full time on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Vanna. That is VANA. You can find me on Twitter, Havanarama, HAVANARAMA, where I talk about going live on Twitch, and also the new Twitch team I'm a part of. We just finished doing applications tonight. So we're hoping to announce all the new members later this week, and I'm so excited for that. So if you want to support a team and a community and a directory of communities that are focused on inclusivity and lifting up marginalized voices and inclusion and safety and so many other things, please check us out on Twitter, Emporium Twitch, at Emporium Twitch on Twitter. And you can also follow the team on Twitch itself. And yeah, y'all are beautiful, and I am so grateful for all these seasons and all these stories and all these moments, and And I can't wait to make more memories with you. I love you all so much.
Terry.
Oh shoot. Hi guys. I'm Terry. I'm just like overwhelmed and like so happy. I got to be a part of this amazing, beautiful experience, and I can't wait to make like more shit with you guys. I'm very excited. You can find me at the Terry Gamble. That's Terry with one R. On pretty much everything. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And on Mondays at Horror Movies Survival Guides. I actually just finishing tonight a video little presentation for a thing called Gothtober. It's a Halloween advent calendar. It's a virtual advent calendar. It's my 3rd year participating with Horror Movie Survival Guide. Super excited. So check it out, gothtober.com, I believe. Or just look at Gothtober on Instagram. I know they have a little a spot on there. You can see a fun little video I made. It's a little 3-minute, little fun little video about life. Renfields was really what I did this year. And then what else do I do? Oh, Friday nights, Ripley Improv. I'm doing a medical improv drama. It's like Grey's Anatomy, but improvised. And I play the head of cardiothoracic surgery, Dr. Florence B. Wells. And it's super fun. It's crazy. We're literally making this shit on Zoom, but it looks like we're in the same room sometimes. It is super cool. We're like performing surgeries, like we're like on Grey's Anatomy, but then like there's drama and love and intrigue and all that kind of goodness. And then what else am I doing? Diversity Hire Comedy. We have a new episode coming out this Thursday. It's a Zoom sketch comedy group that I'm a part of, from a group of people that we formed a group after doing a diversity class at Second City. And I feel like that's good for right now. Follow me on the internet. That's good.
Nice.
Look for me again here, I guess, with the Salt Bays again. I can't wait. I can't wait. Doing something else. I can't wait. So excited.
Eric.
Why, hello, everybody. You can always check me out on all the social medias, including Twitch and Twitter and TikTok and all the T's at Mostly Eric on all those platforms.
I like your TikToks.
Thank you. And then you can, I stream on my own Twitch channel and play video games. We're playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now and having a blast. So maybe stop on by.
My name's Dom Zook, and I run the channel. And you can see me play a game on Fridays. We do Wild Cards, which is our Deadlands Weird West RPG long-running game. We just started a new show, new characters, all that stuff, and I play Singing Cowboy. It's a lot of fun. So that's 8 p.m. Pacific time on Friday night. So I hope you can join us for that. And I turn it over to Negs.
Hi, hello. I'm Nega Oryx. I'm a full-time variety streamer on Twitch, so you can come through 4 days a week to see what I am playing. You can also catch me co-hosting a weekly gaming news show called The Weekly for Twitch on twitch.tv/twitchgaming this Thursday. My amazing co-host, Cuppa Noodle. I don't know if I'm allowed to announce who we're going to be joined by, but we are going to be joined by,
Is it me?
I believe, a game director of
Is
an
it Reggie
upcoming
Fils-Aimé?
game. So yeah, it's a
Honestly,
Fils-Aimé.
whenever you all do that show, it's like so cool.
Thank
People
you.
need to watch. It's fucking
you.
cool.
Very
Fantastic.
true.
I always get super pumped, and I'm always just like, what? Like, Negs is doing what?
Yeah.
It's very
excited.
cool. So
It's
anyone
a
who
lot of
doesn't
fun.
know, if you aren't already following Nega Oryx, you should, because she's over 100,000 strong right now this week.
Thank
Yeah.
Holy goodness. Follow
you.
her and
So
see the
I'm-
good shit.
I'm going to be
Do
doing
it.
that on Thursday, so feel free to come on through for that. And then on Tuesdays during the day, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, you can catch me doing a homebrew system called Witchcraft and Wizardry. It's a Harry Potter tabletop RPG on the Table Story channel. I play a second-year Gryffindor student named Olive Everglade. I do a really terrible British accent, and I dress up and have to wear a wig every week. It's wonderful, so come on through for that. And I have we're doing a special sponsored Amazon watch party stream on Sunday for a double feature for Halloween of 2 horror movies that are available on Amazon Prime. So pop some popcorn Sunday afternoon from 1 to 5 p.m. Pacific. Come through. We're going to be watching horror movies back to back. If you have a Prime account, you can watch with me. So come stop by for
Done.
that. And then Saturday, we have Big Book Energy. It's my book club stream that I started with my good friend Jason Sully. We are reading the second book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. And Big Book Energy is a channel where we talk about books and we connect as a community during quarantine. So you don't have to have read the book to come on through and enjoy it. We're super excited. So just come say hi on social media so that you can see all the things. Okay, thank you.
I love it.
Bria.
Hi, I'm Bria Iyengar. You can catch me on social media at Quiddie, Quiddie, and I do stream all over the place. On Sundays, you can catch me over on Critical Bard's channel, playing Creature Collectors, which is a D&D game that's modeled after like Pokemon and Digimon and like 90s cartoons. Every Monday, a new episode of my podcast Storybenders drops. We're going episode by episode through Avatar: The Last Airbenders. Me and my friend Josh, which is super cool and super fun. And we just dropped episode 3, which I'm very, very proud of. And then at 1 p.m. Pacific, all the times will be Pacific, you can catch me playing Rime of the Frost Maiden with the Roll20 crew on D&D's Twitch channel. On Tuesdays at 5:30, you can catch me playing Operation Emberfall over on Q Time's channel, which is a Phoenix Dawn command game. It's super good. On Wednesdays, a new episode of Pirates of Leviathan drops. Another pirate game, also close to my heart, but not. I don't love it as much as this one. It's very good.
What if they hear you?
Whoa, hot take.
Let them hear. Let them hear.
There's no way to save this video, so.
Scrub it.
Things don't exist on the internet. Chat isn't snitchy. They're not going to tell.
No.
But new episodes drop at 4 p.m. They premiere live on YouTube, and then they get thrown behind Dropout's paywall. So catch them live before they get thrown back there. Or subscribe. I don't know. I don't get money from that, so I don't actually care how you watch it. It doesn't matter to me. And then at some point in the next week, a big announcement for Wednesday thing will be dropped soon. I can't say it yet because Twitch keeps telling me in the emails I won't check that I can't talk about it yet.
Is it Reggie Fils-Aimé?
Huh?
Is it Reggie Fils-Aimé?
Why do you insist on saying Reggie Fils-Aimé's name like that?
I don't know. He's retired. He's got a lot of free time these days.
That's not how you say his name, Eric.
It feels right. It sounds right. When you say it with conviction, it feels correct. It feels good. I'm gonna go with it. I'm into it. But no, not him. On Thursdays, you can catch me over on Dragon and Things channel, sister channel to Saving Throw Show, playing Department of Mysteries with Megan Caves, who's running a very cool Harry Potter game of mystery and magic and intrigue. We're all adults, and I play a former professor that's kind of a bitch. I really like it. It feels nice and good to do. On Fridays, every other Friday, a new episode of 12-Sided Stories, which is a fully produced actual play, drops. We're currently playing through Heliotrope, which is a Hack the Planet game that I'm running for the squad. It's super good and fun. And at 1 p.m., you can catch Dice Envy Plays, where we're having indie like game creators come in and run one-shots of like their small games for the crew of Dice Envy, and we're just kind of playing through stuff, and it's very fun. Other than that, on Saturday you can catch me at GaryCon this weekend, playing in a game. I don't know what time and who with, but I'll probably tweet about it or forget, so just keep an eye out for that. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that was one week.
Amazing.
Now what's happening
impressive.
the week after that?
Yeah, what's next week?
Oh my god, Abria.
Yeah.
Drop the Cash App. Let's go.
Yeah.
Drop the fucking Cash App. Working too hard.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. This is obviously a delight, and I love seeing all of your faces, and I can't wait to see you in person again. But until then, we have some awesome stuff brewing with all y'all, and I can't wait to share the channel back with you. So if I find it quickly enough, I'll tell you it is October 27th. Come on back here at 8 p.m. Pacific time for whatever we do with these interludes, whatever we end up calling it. I don't know, but
Tales from the Salt Bay.
Yes,
We're gonna call it Stall Bay as we run
Stall
over
Bay.
stuff in between.
yeah,
I like
right,
that.
yeah. But yes, come on by. And again, thank you.
Calling it Salt Licks.
That's correct. That's the answer. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Thank you so much for your support. Your support really does help us out the channel entirely. It helps us pay people. It helps us keep lights on. So it is so important to our mission here. So thank you so much. I love all you all. And I will see everyone back here on Friday for Wildcard. So until then, bye.
Bye. Thank you.